and you came here because you're shipwrecked, and Hugh Hackenstone found a trail leading up to the mine. He was quite delighted to learn that you're in the close proximity of Wormheart Mine, and all the while he's just been trying to lead you guys to the mine so he can reclaim it, because a red dragon had bit off his arm and claimed the mine. He got a little bit nervous as he approached the mine, and when it came to it, he could not enter the mine. He was struck with all these memories of his kin being slaughtered, and his arm being bit off, and everyone being burnt to a crisp by dragon fire. So it was up to you guys to enter the mine and try and clear out the dragon, which you did. You'd fought through the kobold guards, which were pretty easy to fight through. Kobolds are not that strong. And eventually you made your way all the way to the bottom of the mine, where there was a waterfall flowing down into a pool and a side cave, which is home to the red dragon and its horde. The dragon did not hesitate to use its breath weapon on you all, and as soon as the fight ensued, it began to strafe you with its breath weapon. Miraculously, most of you survived, and you managed to fight off the dragon. When Tinder became injured, the dragon, as all dragons always have an escape plan, it fled through a hole in the ceiling. You fought it off. Tinder was quite surprised that you'd managed to actually damage it so much. We ended the session with you guys entering its cave, discovering its horde, and facing the final few kobolds that remain. So that's where we are now. Okay, so you guys are still pretty badly injured, and Orion's just kind of moved up around the corner, and he's faced the 3 scared kobolds that are backed into a corner. Oh, yeah, so he's here now too. All right, Millhouse, you're up on this ledge. It's 25 feet above the ground level, and Solrak and Bryn, you guys are kind of in the middle of the cave. You came in through this from this direction, and just yeah, send me that token as soon as you can, Raven, and then I'll be able to set up your character when you're ready. Just let me know so you can see the map and participate and whatnot. All right, so the 3 kobolds that remain is the one that has the armor on, the big shield, the iron armor, and huddled behind him are 2 other little kobolds that came down in the minecart that fled, and then there is another kobold that's mustered up a little bit of bravado and begins to cast a spell at Orion, summoning a little ball of fire in its hands.
I just want to take a personal moment to thank you for changing Metoru Sonoku's token and such.
As ridiculous as it is, it does say that you can make it however you want. I just want to know where Millhouse got the idea for that from.
My fantasy immersion is crashing.
So yeah, I will tell the kobolds. It looks like your dragon has been defeated. I have no more quarrel with you if you want to leave.
Okay, that's a very diplomatic approach. So, Solrak, make a persuasion check.
Not bad for a 0.
The kobolds kind of grumble at you all. And the dragon shield kobold, the one with the armor, just says,
Dragon, come back! You're not scared? It coming back to get more dragon. You think me scared of you? Me have big armor. You can no hit me.
Back off or I'll eat you.
Alright, Ryan, make a intimidation check. It's going to become increasingly hard to stave off these kobolds.
5 pass.
Eat me? Or instead, me eat you.
And the kobolds attack.
I thought for sure the 5 would do it.
Alright, it's not enough to intimidate them. But
course
there's
it's
only
fine.
4 of them. And yeah, that kobold at the back, it points its finger at you. It's already started to summon this little ball of fire. It points its finger at you, Orion, and starts shooting rays of fire at you. With advantage because of pack tactics. A scorching ray. First beam is a hit. It slams into you for 8 points of fire damage.
Ow.
Second beam is a miss. And it gets a third one. It flies straight past your face, hits the wall, and disperses. The sorcerer then uses Quicken Spell and burns 2 sorcery points to shoot a firebolt at you, Orion. A 4th beam flies towards you. It just glances you, hitting you for 2 fire damage. Kobold then screeches.
Why he not die?
I'm gonna eat you now.
So, is this difficult terrain? This treasure?
Yeah, definitely, and that's a good thing. You'd be, if it wasn't difficult terrain, it would be a lousy treasure.
Okay. So I'm going to first go into my final rage.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna need it. And can I go around like that without being difficult, or
Yeah.
that would still be difficult?
Yeah, you can go there easily enough.
Okay, so I'm going to aim a shot at the one that's in front of Orion. No, I'm not gonna be reckless this time. It's gonna be a normal attack.
And it's a crit. You swing the maul and you swing at the dragon shield. It holds up its shield and it kind of absorbs like a potentially lethal blow, but it does hit the dragon shield quite hard, knock it against the wall. You hear a couple of cracks from a couple of bones breaking, and the dragon shield just screeches. Ah!
I will hit him again.
And
I don't think I'll hit.
his armor does protect him, and yeah, he just kind of backs up into the corner and just says,
See? You're not hurt me. My armor. Keep my broken bones together. Ow!
So yeah, I've used all my stuff there. So yeah, that's me.
when you're ready, Raven as well, you can just roll initiative. If you're ready to go, I'll put your token there.
Wait, Solrak, don't if you crit, don't you get a bonus action attack?
I raged.
Gotcha.
Oh, you didn't do your rage damage.
Oh, so yeah, I would do 2 more.
Okay. He's got another couple of little broken bones. As you guys are having this fight as well, you do see a tabaxi just appear in this tunnel. But we'll get to James on their turn. This dragon shield that's just taken this attack just pushes his shield to the side and he says,
I have heart of dragon. Ah!
and he has a spear in his hand and he tries to poke you with the spear, Solrak. He has pack tactics, giving him advantage. And he hits for 1 piercing damage.
Oh god, the horror.
And he makes the second attack. And he misses. And then he looks around and says,
And I work with dragon, and I do what dragon do. That is, run away.
and he starts running. He provokes from Orion and Solrak. That hits. And 14 is a narrow miss. He does manage to block that attack. Solrak hits him quite hard though, smacks him into a column of rock. He's very badly injured, but he does manage to get around the corner where he screeches because he sees the tabaxi. And he ends his turn there. They don't move very quick, kobolds. Especially with his clanky armor, this guy's slowed down. Yazo.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, so 20 foot to there through the gold. And then I stab him.
That's a hit. And you impale the little kobold.
And splash the other one.
Drive the rapier straight to him. The fire leaps over onto the other kobold and scorches him for 3 damage. He just starts trying to pat himself out as this green fire flicks around him.
Then I'll dash and I'll just jump straight back into gold.
Alright, James.
Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the Dragon Mage Shield in front of me.
Okay. Good timing for getting your character there too. Just in time. That's a miss. He holds up the shield and just closes his eyes and prays to his dragon that this won't hit him. And it does hit his shield instead.
You think you're so smart with that stuff on.
Yes. Where you come from, cat lady?
And he just keeps holding that shield over his head as another beam bounces off of it. He then moves the shield to the side and chuckles at you through the gap in his shield in the wall.
See?
Alright, this kobold just comes out screaming.
Ah!
And he has a dagger in his hand. And he keeps on screaming. And he just keeps on running.
Ah!
And he runs up and he bounces into the tabaxi and falls back onto the ground. And he ends his turn there, just panicked. Nowhere to go, blocked off. Orion.
I'll rage as a bonus action. And grow my jaws. And then I'll run in and I will attack them normally.
To miss. And that hits. The kobold does actually have these little patches of hard dragon scale on it. But you bite straight through them and rip them off, and the kobold's looking a bit injured now. Bryn.
So, I would like to cast Tesh's Hideous Laughter on the Kobold Dragon Shield, because I want to hear a kobold laugh.
Okay. He turns around and he catches a glimpse of you as you cast that spell. And his eyes glaze over. He just kind of pushes his shield to the side. He grabs his ribs and he falls over in a peal of mirth. Starts rolling around on the ground. And the other kobold next to him gives him a strange look and says,
This what we meant to do?
and he joins in as well.
Awesome. Okay. That's it. I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is.
Alright, Millhouse.
Alright, let's see, move up. And I will cast, probably not needed, but I'm casting Heat Metal on that Dragon Shield.
Okay.
Because he's the first person I've seen that actually has armor.
But he's dancing.
He starts screaming.
Yeah, look at these moves, they're on fire.
It's so funny, so burn! Ah!
And he's kind of screaming, laughing at the same time. His armor, for a brief moment, just glows red hot. And you can like see his flesh searing. Smoke comes off of him. He's very badly injured.
You know, 25-foot drop. Sonic doesn't care.
Okay, he just spins off the edge. Falls 20 feet, you hear a loud clang. It falls prone, takes 3 bludgeoning damage.
He'll stand up.
3?
He's a tough little boy.
I could take 3 damage coming off there.
Mitaru Soniku.
And that's as far as he can get, because he fell prone. Nah, he'll dash. Actually, you might as well dash. There.
He sees a couple of shiny gemstones in that hoard as well that catch his eye. They look like emeralds.
Chaos emeralds.
Alright, this kobold scale sorcerer had a plan. And now its plan is to do this.
Now I do big magic.
And it casts Expeditious Retreat on itself.
So I can run really quick.
And then, as an action, it extends its hand towards Orion and Solrak. And he blows you guys a kiss. And a puff of noxious gas comes out of his palm as he poison sprays both of you. And you need to make con saves. You guys both resist. It's just a puff of harmless gas that washes over you guys.
What a retreat.
So if I move, does he get an attack of opportunity, or is he not able to get one from me from my position?
3/4 cover. So yeah, he could attack you.
Okay, so I will attack him at 3/4 cover then, and I will go ahead and I'm going to Reckless Great Weapon.
Okay. And you hit the side of the wall really hard. Take off a big chunk of stone.
We will try this again.
Take another mighty swing and you're doing a good job of chiseling that section of the wall away. That's a mess. But the wall is very badly damaged.
That is me.
This kobold just keeps on rolling around.
It's so funny! It's so burn! Make it stop! Make it stop!
Just screaming. Yazo.
Alright, so swim back this way. Is this the one that's causing them some trouble? I'll throw a dart at it.
Okay. That is a hit. And you sneak attack that dart straight into the kobold's neck. And blood spurts out everywhere and it grabs its neck and just says,
My neck! You're stabbing me!
Then I'll bonus action dash back into the gold.
James.
I'm gonna bit scratch this kobold in front of me.
That's a hit. That's exactly what you do. You just bitch slap the kobold as hard as you can. And the kobold just shakes his head a little bit. And he looks up at you. And then you go in for another big, wide bitch slap, and he ducks underneath the attack. And he pokes his tongue out at you.
Mustn't have sharpened my nails. Fuck.
I don't think you did. Alright, this kobold actually tries to shove you. Just tries to push straight through you, James. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. Alright, tries to shove you to the ground, but you don't budge. He just basically scratches his legs along the ground. And you're just standing there. And then he keeps on pushing, and he squeezes, and then he starts running. And he provokes from you, James. He's screaming and running. He runs out here. He sees all the other dead kobolds. He screams even louder. And that's a hit. And actually, he doesn't even get that far. You jam the dagger straight to the side of his neck. And he's dead. Orion.
I'll attack recklessly and just try to bite this guy's head off.
He just looks at you and says, Tinder! Tinder, help! Tinder! And you just rip its head clean off its shoulders.
And I think I can get over here.
Alright, you move up, squeeze in between this column of rock, and you just grab that kobold and just squeeze his neck. It breaks, and he's dead. Drop him on the ground, and he keeps his skin keeps on burning.
We gave him a chance.
Alright. Millhouse is going to yeet himself off this cliff.
Okay.
Max damage.
Nah.
You do know the dangers of gravity, right?
Nah, seeing my boy Meteor live. So I'll take 7.
Okay.
Didn't this happen to Millhouse once before in Curse of All?
For some reason, Millhouse just decides to jump off a cliff. And
Look, it's a long walk. Alright.
Yeah, this mysterious cat person that's just in the shadows where the kobold went through, just seeing this little gnome jumped off and just quietly chuckles to himself.
Hello? Who goes there?
I walk out and
Oh, hello. Who are you?
my name is James.
Great. What you doing here?
Well, to be honest, I'm just also looking for the reason of the death curse, cause my patron, he's not happy with what's going on around here, so he sent me here to work out what's going on.
What an unbelievable coincidence. We just lost somebody in our party. Would you like to join us?
it sounded awfully like you. Did you want to just describe your character? I know that you had put in more thought to the other character, so it's fine if you don't have a elaborate backstory. But with the hex blade, I've got a good idea for that. Sort of like a bit of a plot hook for your character too, and we can work on that more next session. But if you want to just tell us a little bit about,
he's he's got black fur. Quite. He's tiny but not muscular. But he's also yeah, he's
That's alright. If you haven't like figured it out, that's fine. But Tabaxi Hexblade Warlock.
yeah, Fiend Warlock. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can figure out like more of your backstory or whatnot. So you've got the Outlander background, so perhaps you are native to Chult, and you've just been stalking the area around here, and you'd I think Tabaxis they fixate on things. So once they see something, they want it. So maybe there's something in this dragon's hoard that you notice the dragon take from another location and bring here, and you've just been waiting for an opportunity to try and plunder its hoard. And now when you saw the dragon flee, you rushed down to try and get the item from the hoard. How's that sound?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they like Tabaxis, a typical Tabaxi. They kind of see something, they fixate on it, and once they get it, they move on to something else. So that doesn't have to be your, the end for your motivations. But the thing that you want is just this dragon-shaped metal and chain that's fashioned from gold, and you see it there in the hoard. It looks like a dragon's face. It's like a gold dragon's face. It's made of gold and it has a nice chunky gold chain on it, and it's nice and shiny. Among that, there are tens of thousands of mixed coins, copper, silver, and gold. You can see this copper mug jutting out of the treasure, and it has jade inlay, and there is also a shiny looking potion jutting out of the hoard as well. It's carefully placed in there, has a bright red liquid in it, and there are heaps of old crates and barrels stacked up against this wall.
I would like to cast Detect Magic to see if there's anything magical in the hoard.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic and straight away you get a ping. You detect magic from the potion, and you actually detect magic coming from one of these crates.
Can I see what the potion is? Taste it? Tell what it is?
You pick it up and just take a tiny little sip, and you feel great. You have like this, sharp pain from being consumed by dragon fire, as you do, common symptom. And that sharp pain kind of goes away, and you feel great. It's like a really good potion of healing. Like, it's way better than a normal one.
It's better than the one that I gave him.
It's greater than a normal one. It's a great healing potion.
Mind if I take
point
this?
out that there's another magical item in the chest, and I'll go over to it and maybe first check out the chest before I open it.
All of a sudden, another kobold comes screaming, running into the room. Ah! And he's rushing at you guys with a dagger in his hand, held over his head, and he says, "For Tinder!" And he's coming straight in at James. Then all of a sudden, you look over at the cliff, and there's Hugh Hackenstone, and he's also screaming, "Gah!" And he jumps off the cliff. Hugh's only got one arm, but he's got his battle axe firmly raised up above his head, and he says, "Look out!" And he runs, and he jumps off the cliff, running in at the kobold, and he's only got 15 strength, so this is where he lands. He just lands on the ground prone. And that other kobold screams, "Ah!" Drops its dagger and just says, "Me give up! No more!" "That's right! Now get out of here! Scram, you overgrown lizard!" "Okay! Me sorry! Me go now!"
Yeah, in that one cartoon scene in Shrek, when he was just like, right, and then he'll be like, this is the part where you run away, then go, boo!
The kobold, he says to the kobold,
"And you tell all of your other vermin kin that this mine now belongs to dwarves, got it?" "Yes, yes." "And tell them that if I ever catch you here, I'm gonna scramble up your eggs." "Yes, yes." "And then I'm gonna feed them to you." "Ah!"
the kobold screams and runs away. And you can hear him screaming all the way up the mine shaft.
Hey, Hugh.
Yeah, I helped the door up next to me.
Thank you. I saw the dragon flee. And when that dragon left the mine, I felt the weight of the world lifted off my shoulders. Something came over me and I was filled with bravery once more. Thank you. Thank all of you for reclaiming Wormheart Mine for me.
Not to put a damper, but that dragon did say it was going to be back. So you might want to plug that hole that it got in from in the first place.
Plug it.
Smart.
Your dwarf, your ingenuity should be easily be able to plug that hole.
Millhouse,
plenty
don't
of
be
gold
racist.
here.
Come on. Just because he's a dwarf doesn't mean that, he can plug holes like that.
Well, that's the thing. Us dwarves. We are clan folk. A dozen dwarves are worth 100 humans. It's when we work together that we really accomplish great things, and I'm the only one of me kin left.
Well, maybe you should find some more dwarves.
Whoa.
But
Whoa.
I mean, the only other dwarves I can think of are our brethren over in Hrakhamar. Those albino dwarves. Dwarves nonetheless.
Well, I don't think we can carry all this gold ourselves, so you can help yourself to some to possibly hire them to figure out a contraption to plug that hole.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, about this chest here in the corner. There's something magical in it.
He's just stroking his beard and he's trying to figure something out. So yeah, this chest here, definitely a source of magic.
Can I see if it's trapped or anything?
You can make a perception check. It's a very old looking crate. It's the lid's just kind of precariously resting on it. You can see a couple of items sticking out from it as well, and it looks fine. There doesn't seem to be anything trapped about it.
Okay, I'll open it.
Alright, you open it up, and it's packed full of weapons. Warhammers and battle axes. 11 warhammers and 11 battle axes. And one of the battle axes is the source of magic.
I take it out, and I point out to the rest that it's magical. Does anyone want to use this?
Depending the magical effect, I suppose.
It's
Barbarian fight for it.
it actually has some dwarvish runes etched into the haft.
What do they say? Because I'm a dwarf.
It says, Bob.
I give him the X.
Bob. Battle
Bob.
of the Beasts.
Sorry, what?
Bob.
I don't really use battle axes, so
Well, before we fight over this stuff, we should probably check with you that these aren't any of these clan heirlooms or some such. Before we go through the effort.
I just think. Well, Hugh, we can't take all this go, so can't you just jazz this place up with the rest of it?
Well, don't you remember Hugh asked us to leave any of his heirlooms to him?
Yeah,
Fair
we
enough.
don't want to take any heirlooms.
Well,
Is this battle axe yours?
He looks over at it, and he kind of squints at it. This must be from the previous clan. I'm relatively new here in terms of the life of Wormheart Mine. We've been forging here and mining here for a millennia, at least. These look like they're from a bygone era. Never seen it in my life. But if it's magic and it's a weapon that ye could use, I would be honored if it was wielded by one of ye. Ye deserve it as a gift from dwarven kind to ye.
Sounds good.
like I
Who's
mentioned,
gonna use it?
That's okay.
I don't really use a battle axe, so anybody else who wants to use it, I'm gonna start searching these crates.
What about
I'll-
James? Can you use it?
I want it. Millhouse wants it. Millhouse takes it. This is not Millhouse battle axe.
Is a simple weapon I can, but if not, well then no.
Well, it needs to be identified first, so I mean, you might want to do that first because you don't even know what it does.
You look even more like a dwarf now, Millhouse. You got a dwarven axe.
Unless you just want to instantly attune to it without identifying it first.
Always a good idea.
Do it.
I'm not going to do that. But until this one's identified, I'll take one of the ordinary battle axes along with me instead. I'll
Yeah.
trade it out for my scimitar.
11 warhammers and 11 battle axes in this crate. A search of the other crates, find breastplates. Dwarven made breastplates. There are 5 suits of breastplate, and there are 11 shields, metal shields, and helmets. A dozen helmets. So breastplates, helmets, shields, warhammers, and battle axes.
Any
I'll take a
breastplate
dwarven helmet.
it'll fit me.
The breastplate. I mean, this armor. It's not really size for someone big like you, Solrak. It would need to be adjusted.
I will go ahead and take one, so that way I can get it adjusted.
Do like an 80s crop at the top.
You'll need access to like a forge. Someone will have to work that breastplate.
He said there was a forge attached to this place, didn't he?
Aye. Hrakhamar.
Is it much of a journey from here?
Well. That depends on the mode of transport. If
Not
you want to
flying.
use your legs, then aye. But if you use a minecart, that's a different story. You'll be there in no time.
I am willing to experience crazy minecart, yes.
Well, before we commit to anything here, how long? We have 20 days before Cinder dies, for sure.
Huh?
What?
20 days?
Yeah, how long would it take to get to Hrakhamar?
20 days? That's like a blink of an eye.
Yeah, a little bit.
From here, Hrakhamar, it's about 30 miles. So,
Not that far.
aye. With the minecart, we'll be there in a few hours.
Will we be able to come back as well? I mean, maybe it's 30 miles the wrong way, and then we need to get back.
It's all downhill
We load up the minecarts and we send them flying. The albino dwarves. They'll get the copper and the tin and the iron, and they'll work it, and then they'll make the journey back. But I didn't know if any of the albino dwarves even exist anymore. Who knows how far this dragon's terror has reached.
You know if the albino dwarves make magical weapons and armor as well?
Magic? I didn't think so. Why do you need magic when you've got a good sturdy steel battle axe in your hand and a steel full helm protecting your face?
I was told that it was a paladin-looking undead thing that we're coming against, so magic might help.
Well, I can assure you, a dwarven-made weapon and armor is better than any magic that you can fathom. I've heard that the albino dwarves, they did have a very special artifact amongst them. A gauntlet that's said to made any smith's work into a manner of perfection. A mighty gauntlet blessed by Moradin himself. Perhaps it holds power to craft magic.
Yeah, with that, maybe they crafted some magical gear. That would be helpful.
It would be, because Millhouse is going to take his enhancement back, so I'm going to give him that back now. And then so we need some magic items.
Well,
Can you just take the enhancement off?
I don't know if I can put an enhancement on an already magical weapon.
Yeah, it has to be non-magical. Who's taking that
My-
potion, by the way?
I am.
Well, I put up 10 gold for it.
You got the axe. Come on. I am front line.
No one
So
knows
am
what.
I.
No one knows what the
I'm
axe.
front line.
No one knows what the axe does, though.
We're
So
not
you
front
probably
line.
shouldn't.
What do you? With 20 AC, you're gonna tell me I'm not front line?
Alright,
How dare.
if whoever wants the potion, roll a
Maybe
D100
one
if
of
you
the
guys
healers should
can't
get it.
decide.
If I remember, you're both on your asses.
Nice.
Well,
So
I-
if you go
I
to
know-
Sonic,
mine who gets it, actually.
You know,
Alright,
can Sonic hold it?
I just have all this money. I can't put it anywhere.
alright, it goes to Soul Rack then. Alright, and then, yeah, you should identify a magic item as well before deciding who gets it, because you don't know what it does. It might be a battle axe of artificer slaying.
If an artificer touches this weapon, he dies immediately.
Exactly. So, hold off on the battle axe until it's identified, before deciding who gets it. Okay,
Yep.
so,
So is there any dwarven rapiers here?
there's no rapiers. No, dwarves don't use rapiers. They
Yes,
use
they do.
battle axe.
So
We're one of a
gonna
kind.
guess- I'm gonna guess we're gonna try to carry as much coin as possible in gems.
Alright, I just want to remind you guys of Musharib, the albino dwarf.
I was gonna say something, yeah.
He said that he actually wanted you guys to join him to reclaim Hrakhamar, his ancestral forge, and a volcanic eruption forced them to abandon it many years ago. And then fire newts have taken over. They must be driven out or destroyed. And at the very least, you must sneak in and recover the relic known as Moradin's Gauntlet. If you love dwarven kind, then here is plea. But Musharib, he's been lost ever since you guys split at the bridge all the way in northern Chult. Haven't seen him since.
I reckon, at worst, if we end up going there, it'll probably take us a week.
So first of all, how much gold can we take with us?
And gems.
You could probably take
So
all the gold if you want. There's about 3,000-ish at first glance. You would need to count it up though. You'd need to spend an hour sorting through the coins.
I can't
Yeah,
answer
we
short
need to-
rest,
Well, while they're doing
Yeah,
that,
it's a short rest.
James just goes and sees where these kobolds ran out from, and guess this is the old party member that died.
Yeah, you see Avon's chewed on corpse just tucked into the corner here.
Yeah. Oh well. I'll investigate if there's still anything valuable to scavenge off.
It's been picked clean.
Well, that was the plan, wasn't it? To get down here, use him as bait.
Yeah, we just didn't get to him first.
Well, technically, he was used as bait. Just we didn't
We
get.
were too late. We got scared by the ghosts.
Alright, I'll presume that you guys are going to count these coins and treasure. So everyone take a short rest if you want, because that's going to take an hour. And
Yeah, I wanna do a Song of Rest during that as well. Let's see.
So that's like an extra D6 on the hit dice roll.
Yeah. Now it's at the end of the short rest by spending 1 or more hit dice. Each of those creatures regains 1d6 hit points extra. Yeah.
You doing alright there, Yaza? I'm seeing a lot of red.
Yeah, well, I'm okay now.
So what
I
did
mean,
your
I'm-
Do you roll
no,
a d6
halfway.
or do we do?
Yeah.
you roll it, you roll a d6 and add it on. Like everyone rolls their own.
Is it per hit die or just once?
D6.
It's just once, I believe.
It's one.
When I got breathed on by a dragon, hit by a cart, and then attacked by a dragon, I think it's on that.
Alright, you've got a bag of holding, right, Millhouse?
I do.
Okay.
There's not much in it either.
Add this to the bag of holding. 3,300 gold pieces. This will be yours, James, if you are going to pluck it and no one's going to resist. But you can stop fixating on this now because you've got it. It's a dragon-shaped metal and chain fashioned from gold. I think you definitely earned that with the one kobold that you stabbed in the neck. And this can go in the bag of holding as well, unless someone wants to take it. It's a very nice bejeweled copper mug. It's worth 100 gold pieces.
So, am I putting this in the party loot, or are you putting it in your inventory, Mouse?
Well, I'm putting it in the bag of holding. But can everybody see what's in the bag of holding? Or is it just me?
You've got like a character sheet for that, right?
Yeah. It's in
There's a-
party
there's
folder inventory or something.
There's a specific party loot one, and we can't see what's in the bag of holding.
No, we can't see it.
That's alright. You can
Somebody updates the.
you just hold it. I mean,
I
you're not
usually
gonna-
have cards,
you're not going to find a shop in Chult like
That's
over
fair.
in this
As
jungle.
long as it's over accurate, it's okay.
So you're not gonna have any use for gold anyway. So just keep it all, and when you get back to civilization, you'll be able to use it. So yeah, treasure, things like that, just hoard it all for now. Alright, you can identify Bob as well.
Yes.
But before that, there's 15,000 silver pieces and 45,000 copper pieces.
Also, Mohos, can you press that button a few times to get that big robot over here?
I'll leave you guys to decide how much of that you want to take. Just keep in mind that 50 coins weighs a pound.
Here's what I think we should do.
Yep.
I think we should take the silver, and in the future, if we come across more gold, we can easily swap out the gold for the silver for the gold.
Well, I can take all the silver in the bag of holding.
Great.
Yeah.
And then in the future, if we need more space, we can get rid of the silver.
Okay, so I'm adding the 15,000 to the party loot.
Well, actually,
That's
we can make
300
silver
pounds. I
weapons.
don't think you could carry 300 pounds, Solrak.
And
We can make silver
That needs to
weapons
go
and
into
get
the
Prince to
bag
sell
of
them.
holding.
yeah, that's where it's going. Bag of holding.
Yeah, 300 pounds, that is. Very heavy. And I think the bag of holding pretty much going to be topped up at that stage too. In terms of size, because I think it's like a couple of cubic feet or something.
Isn't it like a circus tent size?
It's like a storage box, kind of like maybe about the size of a bar fridge. I mean, you still got some room. Almost full though. Alright, so you're taking all the silver? Yeah, that's a good 1,500 gold worth. I mean, 45,000 copper. Probably not worth taking any of that, but that's up to you guys. If someone wants to fill their pockets, go for it.
It can hold up to a volume of 64 cubic feet.
Yeah, like with the
It's about a bar
starting
fridge.
gold that I rolled for myself, I'm already over in comfort.
James has just got these big baggy pockets full of coins, just jingling around.
Yeah.
Alright, well, anyway, if you wanted copper, go for it. You can take as much as you can carry. Just type it in the chat if you're taking any, so I can deduct how much is there. Alright, so that's all the treasure. And, of course, there is Bob. Bob is a +1 battle axe. But it floats on water and other liquids. Grants the bearer advantage on athletics checks made to swim. Great if you're ever shipwrecked or something like that.
It's also not bad in lava.
Yep, great if you fall in lava. You'll float.
Mechanical question.
You'll instantly die, but you'll float as well.
Could be
Mechanical
fire
question there for you,
resistant.
Seb.
Yeah.
If you have a swim speed, do you make athletic checks while swimming?
No, unless it's like a current, like a strong current.
Gotcha.
But yeah, with a swim speed, it pretty much means you can just swim. This would be like if you're wearing medium or heavy armor, you would need to make an athletics check. This would definitely help you because you'd have advantage every time you do that.
I mean, to be fair, Millhouse, you haven't got the biggest legs, so
Whoa. Coming from you, that's insulting.
mine are bigger.
I don't know, they're looking pretty stubby.
Alright, I want you guys to make strength checks to show your legs off. Both of you. Athletics checks. Opposed athletic
Okay,
checks.
Alright,
Let's see who Oh, Garzo does not skip
Look at
leg
those-
day.
Silver and thighs.
Millhouse is going to be swimming through these copper pieces to show off.
Not bad.
Alright, I'll let everyone else be the judge of who's got the better leg. Who's got the better legs.
I need some like
Well,
catwalk music.
look, I think my legs are pretty strong considering I'm carrying this party.
Metal
All right,
Snake
well,
tumbles
guys,
around
when
when
you're
you
finished-
say that.
Shall we go on
not
with
Millhouse, I guess Millhouse doesn't get it then.
So,
So anyway,
What's that,
let's
Bryn?
put the legs away.
What's Bryn saying?
no, well, I'm saying maybe we should get going instead of swimming around in copper.
Yes, the
Oh,
dragon's
yeah.
going to come back at some point.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the gold pool has turned to copper now.
So,
Yeah, I
well,
forgot to add. I forgot to, like, when I put 750 in the chat, I forgot to put the GP because that's how much gold I rolled for.
Alright, so let's start heading out. Where's this minecart, Hugh?
Going to the dwarves?
There at the
The other
bottom.
dwarves?
Is that where you want to go? To Hrakhamar?
If we go to Hrakhamar and we come back the same way, there's going to be a good chance that the dragon will have moved back into Wormheart Mine.
Do you really
But-
think so? Ah, yeah,
But-
booped it on the snoot nice and proper and good. I think that wee little shit's scared out of its mind. And if it comes back, we'll just do it again!
That's true.
I mean, on the way back, shouldn't we park the mine like halfway in the tunnel? Then we can have a sleep because I'm out of hit points.
There's a cave. There's a wee cave at the end of the minecart track. used for unloading and offloading the ores. Should be a suitable place to rest.
I am out of spell slots too.
Yeah, I don't have any spell slots.
Yeah, but I think we just finished a long rest not too long ago.
We traveled straight here from the beach. Then we came straight in.
I mean, if you need to rest, you need to rest. If that means that you guys sit around for most of the day and play cards or whatnot, then so be it. And it's only Syndra Sylvain. It's life that you're playing with here.
Well, let's be honest. The only person who even knows who Syndra is at this point is Orion.
I'm the only
No,
person.
others have been promised. Pretty much everyone here may, that offer extends to everyone. Whoever stops the death curse gets a rare magic item. That could extend to others as well. Of your choice as well. Any rare item of your choice.
Then here's the question. How long do we think it would take to get from Warmheart to the island we're pretty sure is Omo?
Well,
Do we have
30.
any-
Well,
any
I know
idea
the
how long
land.
that'd be?
I know the land pretty well, so we can travel a bit quicker.
So,
Well,
alright, you guys have pulled out the map now, and you just kind of got the map on the ground, and you guys are looking at it in the cave here.
I'm feeling very disappointed. Alvin's gone.
at worst, we'll be adding on an extra 3 days if we can't take the minecart back here.
So normally we travel around a hex a day, assuming we don't get lost. With Solrak, with your ability, it looks like we can do 2 hexes a day, assuming we don't get lost. We are roughly, if we follow the coastline, there's a greater chance we won't get lost. So at
Keep saying get lost.
absolute best, we're talking 9 days.
I don't mean to be a bit of a party pooper, but there is a channel there. It looks to be at least 10 miles wide. How do we plan to get across?
We'll cross that non-existent bridge when we get there.
Where's the dwarven? Where's the forge?
This is kind of embarrassing and all, but I didn't know how to swim.
Oh, we can use that battle axe.
Or like I mentioned, where's this forge?
Hrakhamar!
Yeah.
Let me take a look. Anyone got one of those little leggy thingies, like a little long leggy pointy thing that you can go like on a map? What's it called?
Roll house?
A cryopractor?
I probably have something like it in my smithing tools or one of my 5 other toolkits.
Didn't you find navigation tools?
Yeah,
Did we?
I think so. Sexton and
Yeah,
whatnot.
we found him on top of a tree. I don't know if I was alive then, though.
You just popped into existence after that?
I did. It just appeared on a I don't know where it was, some sort of camp.
The fourth wall, guys, come on.
I saw you playing with weird instruments that look like from a map.
Alright,
Yes.
so Hugh takes it and he just goes, "Wee-ah, now this looks official." And he just kind of dances it on the map a little bit. "Look at me, I've got long legs. Do. And he's walking along the map with it. And then he says, anyway. There you go. He hands it back. I've always wanted to do that. It's here. And he just points to the map. Hrakhamar.
That does seem a bit further than 30 miles, I was told.
Eh? I don't know, I didn't have one of them little leggy dancy things.
Alright, you guys are actually on the next hex over. So, it's 40 miles.
And
Well-
just reminding us, the super trustworthy wizards of Thay that we met were at the heart of Obteo, right here. Is that true, Seb?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you think it is. You were looking for quite a distance away. You saw that atop Mabala. I mean, that's a rough estimate. It's not going to probably be exactly in that hex, but
You know, if
around that area.
getting over that channel would be a lot easier if we just teleported. If we go to Hrakhamar and then go to the heart of Obteo, if we make nice with those wizards, they could just teleport us 18 hexes.
What are these wizards?
They're super trustworthy wizards that they aren't. They're kind of shady, and they asked for our help, and they wanted help getting to Omo. But the way I look at it, I don't see how we can get. I don't know. We're cutting time really close here. If we decide to go to Hrakhamar, we're adding days on a trip we don't have, and that's assuming if we get to Omo, we'll have like 3 days to spare to stop the death curse.
And last
If
time we went
Omo
off
was on
course,
this island.
someone died when we went off course last time.
Yeah.
Granted, somebody's died at every point.
I mean, that's fair.
I've got a plan. Hand me that goddamn chiropractor again.
Oh, I'm not gonna argue with somebody sounding that official.
Anyone got some spectacles?
Millhouse, maybe?
Nope.
Come on, you can make that.
Scalpel?
I mean, yeah, I give him a carving knife.
Alright,
Magnifying glass, does that work?
That'll do. He takes the magnifying glass, takes the protractor, he takes the dagger, and he starts like just basically cutting into the map. Alright.
This is what a professional guide looks like, Phil.
He is a guide, don't forget.
Here's my plan. We take the minecart to Wormheart. From Wormheart mine to Hrakhamar. It'll only be a few hours, tops. Take off a day for us to rest and retreat. Then, we make our way from Hrakhamar to the heart of Obteo. It is imperative that we get to Omu as quick as possible.
Alex,
If we have to make good with some evil wizards from the land of undead, then so be it. We'll just come back and smash their faces at a later date. The point is that they can teleport us from here to here. First,
no flying involved?
we get the heart of Obteo. Then we get the death curse. And then we get the women.
Okay, sounds
There
good.
was women.
Well, I mean, we get the magic item.
I like the sound
Well,
of this.
You're the guide, so good
Does
plan.
anybody have any moral
I
issues
am.
with dealing with undead wizards?
Also, because you've been paid in full now with all this gold.
I think
I need no gold.
I have no idea what you're talking about, undead wizards.
yeah, but I mean,
There's-
there's a bigger goal, right?
Yes, I'm just warning everybody, when we get to the heart of Obteo, there are some really sketchy people that we cannot piss off if we want to get to Omu on time.
So then we need to get the magic weapons first.
Well,
Because if we don't get the magic weapons, we just gonna suck.
I don't know if magic weapons have ever been promised here. Or what magic weapons are you talking about?
The forge.
What if
Well,
you don't have magical weapons but can cast magic? You still have a chance, don't you?
I mean, I feel like we're going to Hrakhamar to help Mushari, and if we can get magic stuff out of that, great. If not, we gotta, get over to Omu.
Who is this Mushari?
we're going to Hrakhamar.
Mushroom, we call him.
First Hrakhamar, then to this heart of Hooktown.
When we're there, we might have to turn a blind eye to some evil shit these people do.
Right, I know
They
you.
can get us there.
I know you keep saying this like it's not going to be you that fucks us up for us.
Who
When
here's not-
in the
who-
past have I ever?
Hey, I stole a goblin thing, so that's okay.
Yeah, that golem might meet us at some point and try to kill us. That's a good point.
This is
Hopefully.
all new to me.
It's probably walking through the bottom of the ocean right about now, or something.
But he'll make it one day.
30 years from now, we're all retired. I'm like, back in.
Just burst through the wall of your door, the wall of your house.
Yeah. Does everybody like this plan?
So James, what sort of armor do you have on? James?
Yeah.
What sort of armor do you have on? What?
Let me have a look.
Well,
The leather.
this breastplate would be an improvement for me.
You don't.
As
You didn't know what armor you put on this morning?
James wasn't here when that happened, so he just looks
Wait,
confused.
you weren't there when you put your armor on? I think I'm confused.
I think he put it on in the dark, so he doesn't really know.
Should we give him some breastplate? Just then he's done, isn't he?
Well, he can't wear it. It's made for a dwarf.
You're
Yeah.
dwarf, you can wear it.
And we're going to a forge. Just put in your inventory, and we get it reworked when we're there.
I'm not
That's
gonna
what-
make.
Yeah, Hugh suggested this relic, this gauntlet of Moradin. It's like some sort of special smithing artifact.
By the way, where is this Mushurin guy that you guys keep talking about?
Let's ignore the mushroom for now. All right, we're gonna go.
Let's move from this room we started in.
Isn't
So
this
be-
gauntlet property of the dwarves of this establishment, you know? But maybe we should leave the gauntlet.
We just want to make use of it. We're not gonna I don't imagine a smithing tool is gonna be of much use on our journey.
Oh,
We'll make use of it.
the gauntlet, it's not to leave the forge. That would be sacrilege.
Yeah.
Moradin will be turning in his grave. He was the one who made me, and he'd unmake me if I ever committed such a heinous act.
So the question becomes then, are we leaving now, or are we taking a long rest, spending the day to take a long rest, and then head out?
Well, there's a halfway point Hugh said we can take on the minecart track and rest there.
I wonder if it looks like our other camps.
So lead the way, Hugh. Where's this track and this minecart?
This way. Onward. Let's sing a dwarven song, shall we? I'll lead. Your beardy face, your beardy face. I really want to, your beardy face.
Interesting.
Sounds like another song.
Truly, dwarves are master singers.
Your beardy face, beardy face, beardy face. And he's just singing and pushing this minecart uphill.
So Rick doesn't have a beardy face.
You join in.
And he says it. Alright, you can make a performance check, Bryn, to try and make Hugh's terrible singing voice tolerable.
I will try to play the flute.
That's alright, give us a flute check. Charisma-based flute check. Alright, it's not too bad. And, yeah. It's tolerable. No one's eardrums are bleeding. Hugh says,
Well, then my work here is done.
let me just inspect this. And he just checks the brakes and whatnot. And he makes sure this is intact. So he says, alright. We're gonna need two. One's too small for both of you, so there are two minecarts here. So he grabs the
Is
other
one of them? Is one of them the one that we rolled down?
Yep, sure is. Let me just
Well,
move these scorch marks over, he says. And then...
Wait.
I
There's the
will
one-
ride on that one.
The one the kobolds came down on too is here.
Yeah, there's two. There's the one that kobolds
that was
came in and the one that you guys pushed
That was
down.
a good one. The cobalt
Yeah.
ones, they stopped quite well, didn't they?
They did.
The brakes worked.
Yeah. So the brakes are working on both of them. So yeah, Hugh gives them the word of approval. And as you guys are here, that you can just hear this waterfall just splashing down. and there's just like a stone ramp that angles downwards. So everyone jumps in, and you guys kind of push off, and one minecart goes first, and then Hugh says, "Just wait 30 seconds, and then come after us." And he oils up the wheels and makes sure everything's all good. And off you guys go. You start to
scream out Hrakhamar.
You start to pick up a little bit of momentum. You scream out Geronimo, and it goes up and down. It's like a roller coaster, but it's kind of spins around. And the way they've built the tracks, you're always going to have momentum, so you keep up a pretty good speed. And you're going about 10 miles an hour, so slightly faster than a jogging pace. And well, actually, that's a pretty fast running pace. But yeah, so I mean, if anyone wanted to take a short rest, still go for it, and we'll just cut to like a few hours later. All right, a few hours later, you guys spill out. You come to the end of the tracks. You apply the brakes. No one crashes or anything, and you find yourself in a cave. Ah! Oh, that is the most comfortable journey I've ever had. And for everyone else that's not a dwarf, it was really not comfortable at all. Dwarves, I mean, they can sleep on a bed made of stone. So, for a dwarf, it was comfortable.
Right, so is this the place that you were talking about that we can rest?
Man, this place
Already
has
rested.
fallen into disrepair. Look at it. And yeah, you can see like the mine track, it's kind of like buried under some of the dirt. The ceiling is about 20 feet high in this cave, and you can see areas of collapse. It looks like there were tunnels leading away from this area, but there's been cave-ins. The wall and ceiling is just a big pile of rubble, and another section of the minecart track has just completely given way, and there's just a gaping fissure in the ground here.
Yeah, so what I mean is long rest, not the short one that we just took.
Yeah, I mean, Bryn should get in the middle, but we should have a sleeping position. Because Bryn should be in the middle and the Sonic on the outside.
Are you sure this is safe, Hugh? This looks a little...
I mean, it's as safe as can be. There must have been some earthquakes or something. Maybe one of the nearby volcanoes caused some seismic activity, but I mean, look, where are Nasty's going to get us from? There's just cave-ins everywhere. And then we're going to roll initiative. Alright, as he was saying that, some carrion crawlers emerge. One of them crawls up from this hole in the ground to the south. One of them was curled up, nestled against the cavity to the north. Another one crawls out from a pile of rubble to the east of you guys. They're huge. Well, they're large creatures. They're about 12 feet long, and they have these wide bodies, tons of little cilia, little legs, like centipedes, bulbous eyes, tentacles, antennae, and sharp fangs, dripping with poison. 3 of them. Hugh is just like, he just stops mid-sentence. Oh.
You have a thing with bugs, don't you, Hugh?
He draws his battle axe and says, I do! They make for good eating! Get 'em! And you're up, Solrak.
Right, so I am going to step forward and swing at this one.
It's a miss.
And I will swing again.
That's a crit. Take an almighty swing of that maul and push the head of the maul into the carrion crawler's head. And it kind of screeches a little bit. It flicks its head back, and it's looking a little bit hurt, a bit dazed from that attack.
Okay, so I will use my bonus action to swing at it again since I crit.
That's another hit. And you slam them all into its side once more. It's looking bloodied now. It's got this like kind of greenish blood spilling out of it. Millhouse.
Alright. I'll move up and I'll attack this one.
That's a hit. And you just hack into the side of it with a battle axe.
I got no idea where that 1d10's coming from.
That's if you're using it two-handed.
Ah, okay.
It's like the versatile. And a miss.
Alright, and
Are you using Bob, or is that your enhanced one?
I'm using Bob. I
Okay.
should have. Yeah.
Alright.
I didn't want to be honest, I don't really want to call my axe Bob.
Can you move, Millhouse?
He looks offended.
Could.
That's a great dwarven name, that is. Bob.
Yeah, but a great dwarven name, not a great battle axe name.
Strange, I could have sworn that the owner of that was Robert.
Alright, Sonic. Metaru Sonico moves up. And
And
he misses. He hits the carrion crawler and all of his coins spill out. Yazo.
It's weird he's not a dog now. So I'm going to run up, use my dwarven rapier, and I'm going to stab the giant pinworm.
And that is a hit. You impale it through its side, and fire just erupts from inside the carrion crawler. Green flame shoots out of its mouth, and it flicks back, burns, curls up, and dies.
Yeah, I'm going to run. This seems like a good place.
The carrion crawler screeches, and it doesn't seem interested in Metaru Sonical at all. It's hungry. And its favored food is not metal. Its favored food is Orion. It says it right here, actually. Favored food, Orion. Alright, it's gonna have disadvantage. Metaru Sonic gets in its way. It distracts the carrion crawler, and yeah, it tries to actually use its tentacles on Orion, incapacitate him first. And that's a miss. And then yeah, Sonic does get in its way, Sonic Goo. So it does actually turn around and try to bite Sonic Goo. And it misses as well. This carrion crawler slithers on forward. Actually, when it gets here, it does have very long tentacles. It reaches out with its long tentacles, tries to wrap them around Millhouse. And they miss. You deflect them with your shield. And then it jumps on you and just tries to eat you. And that misses as well. You push this giant squirming worm off of you. Bryn.
Right. I will take out my crossbow and fire at the... I think this one would be good.
Eleven is a miss. The bolt flies on by and hits the wall.
It's a bit
behind
dark
it.
out here, isn't it? And... yeah. Let's see. I will use my last bardic inspiration on that person. I don't see the name because of the carrion crawler being on it.
All right.
And I think that's a bonus action, right?
Oreo.
Bonus action for bardic inspiration.
Yeah, right. So
I don't know.
I'll do that, and that's end of turn.
Is his name Oreo or Odie?
All right, it's Orion. I see it now.
Right.
I'll rage this bonus action. And I will grin my jaws and try to eat it. Because I'm still really hungry.
That's a hit, and yeah, it's not bad actually. Kind of tastes like chicken.
Sorry, +2 for rage damage.
Okay.
Second attack. And I'll do this with my rapier.
It's a mess. Did you want to use your inspiration?
No.
Alright, Hugh just starts screaming and he starts slashing at it with his battle axe. Ah! Recklessly. And he slashes the axe through the carrion crawler. James.
I move up to there and then I... Wait, that's only 15. And attack the carrion crawler up there.
That is a hole in the ground. It's like it's a massive hole here.
Oh. Move up a bit.
Move up 2.
You could stand there. I mean, you have a climb speed. You could be on the edge if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just dig my claws in just so I won't fall over. And yeah, I'll just blast one in front of me.
That is a hit. And the beam slams into its side, bruises it. And another hit. And another bruise. Do you have like agonizing blast or anything on those any invocations there for that one?
No, I do not.
Okay. I just realized you got Devil's Sight as well. I need to fix your vision up. Should be a bit brighter for you now.
Oh.
Alright, Soul Rack.
Right, so I will move there, and I'm gonna reckless attack the carrion crawler.
That's a hit. And you slam them all into its side. It's looking a bit hurt now. Another hit. And the head of them all just sticks straight into its flesh. Blood oozes everywhere. It screeches and it's looking quite injured. Millhouse.
And hit.
That is a hit. You sink the axe into its side. It recoils. It's almost dead. And you hit it again. That axe goes straight into the middle of its head. Kills it.
And Mataru Soniku.
That's a hit. Oh. Blows a piece of it away from its side. It's looking injured now too, that carrion. Yazo.
I would say, Millhouse, you're making me go the long way.
What? I don't know why you went around that way.
I'm going to stab this one.
That's a hit. You sneak attack it, fire flicks up, and burns that carrion badly. It's almost dead.
Yeah, but that's all I can do. So
it's going to wrap its tentacles around the tastiest looking target, which is Hugh. And the tentacle wraps around his arm, and you can see this poison being secreted from the tentacle. And it doesn't really bother Hugh that much.
Sonic did the deflect attack.
Oh yeah. Alright, I'll give his reaction marker there. But yeah. 23 hits you. He also has advantage because he's reckless. And then yeah, the poison doesn't really bother Hugh that much. But he just chuckles. Ha ha ha! This is just a nice lotion. And the carrion crawler then tries to bite his face. And he just pushes the carrion away, missing him. Bryn.
I will try to shoot it again, and maybe it's enough. Or not again.
Hit.
This one. Cool.
The bolt just glances the carrion, slashes through its side. It's almost dead.
Well, in that case, I could try Fisher's Mockery. Yeah, is that a bonus action? No, that's not a bonus action. No, don't think I can do anything else. Nope. That's it.
Alright.
I would like to bite the carrion crawler's face.
You're really hungry.
And yeah, you just grab its tentacles and it's trying to eat you, and you just kind of stick its head over your head and eat your way out. It's dead.
That's fantastic.
You jump inside it and eat your way out. Orion emerges from its belly.
Not bad taste.
So
What does
yeah,
the carrion crawler taste like?
well, let's find out. Let's build a fire and start cooking.
Agree.
While it's not the best, we definitely know at the end of this track there's fire units to contend with. So probably still is better to rest here.
Good call.
Alright, who
Well,
wants
what's wrong
to...
with an island in the middle of them in wherever we are?
You guys look like...
The-
it looks like, there's some splintered bits of wood from these old broken minecart tracks. You could gather some.
Now,
For kindling?
before
I can see a staircase.
Whereabouts?
we rest?
That is not a staircase. That is a broken minecart track. It looks like the minecart track, used to continue on here, but there's been some seismic activity. There's just massive sinkholes in the ground everywhere. The mine shaft tunnels, like the wooden braces, they've collapsed. There are cave-ins here, and just a hole in the ground over here. Another massive fissure in the ground over here.
Well, at the bright
let's
side,
just-
we have enough firewood.
Yeah, let's rest before we do anything else. I think I have some dice somewhere.
I mean, we could use it as a ladder.
Let's worry about that after we rest.
I don't think
we need
we
to rest, guys.
Seb's panicking now.
Hugh's just looking around, shaking his head. Bah! Those albino dwarves. They don't even know how to brace a mine properly. Amateur work. And he's just using a heap of mining terminology. You guys probably don't understand most of it. And he's just grumbling. So yeah, you can gather some kindling or a fire and make a fire. Who wants to try and start a fire?
I'll start it.
Okay, make a survival check, Solrak.
I have prestidigitation or whatever it's called as a cantrip, which can start a fire, I think. So.
I think a 19's got it.
Hairy barbarian also can make a fire.
So yeah, Solrak takes a bit of flint and he's like, got this big fire just erupting within a matter of minutes. You can put the carrion crawler on there. You can attempt to extract poison from these things as well, if you guys wanted to.
Yeah, I'll poison my rapier.
Does he make the roll? Let's see.
Yeah, you have to attempt that.
So,
Look, Solrak's got a really
Okay.
nice fire going here. He's got he's made a little brick barricade for it. He's got all sorts of things going on there. Look at that fire. So good,
Anybody want to do
Solrak.
anything magical?
Very nice
for me?
fire.
nobody has any spell slots left for you.
He's made it right underneath James. For some
What do you
reason.
need? I have some spell slots left.
I just want to make poison with my rapier.
Alright, if you want to extract poison,
I don't think I have spell
You'll,
slots for that. Like poison.
you have to do
Like
that.
guidance?
I think it takes an hour to extract the poison, and it's a nature check. And if you fail badly, you poison yourself instead.
Can dwarves be poisoned?
They can. They are resistant, but they can be
Okay,
poisoned.
I guess I'm being poisoned.
All right, you spend an hour trying to extract the poison from this carrion crawler, and you just end up basically spilling it all over yourself. And you need to make a Constitution save, Yasu. You get the poison gland, you grab it, and then you just like squeeze it, and it bursts. And doesn't really.
Getting on my rapier?
Doesn't really bother you, but you do take a grand total of 1 poison damage. Now, if you fail, then you don't get the poison. That's what the nature check's for. It does not go in your rapier conveniently. It goes in your mouth. So, there's 1 left that you could try. There's still 1 more.
Okay, I don't seem too bad. Let's go for this other one. Oh.
Do you want me to assist you?
Yes, you can hold the poison.
Can I help? Can I assist him on this, or is that a no assist?
You can help, and then if you fail, then both of you get poisoned instead.
So yeah, I will assist him.
Right.
So he gets a plus.
Wait.
Or he gets advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Do you want the poison immune Sonic? Well, it's too late now. But did you want the poison immune Sonic to help instead?
It's very hard to extract poison, to harvest the poison. And actually, sorry, I think I said it takes a short rest. It takes 1d6 minutes. So, I mean, it's taking, on average, 3 or 4 minutes. And, yeah, that's a failed check. You're unable to extract any poison, but you don't poison yourself.
Okay.
And it just gets wasted, basically.
Alright, at least it was worth a try.
Yeah. The other carrion crawler. I mean, you can try 1 more before you cook it if you want. You probably kind of don't want the poison in there, like, as you're cooking it.
Can Millhouse come in and make an attempt instead? With his,
Yeah, go for it.
With his many toolkits.
Go for it.
I can use... No, I don't know. You need a poisoner's kit, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
To
you
get
need to be.
advantage?
Yeah, you need to be proficient to actually get the proficiency bonus. So, mainly just an assassin, unless you had it as part of your backstory.
Guessing
So
16 fails.
All right, yeah, you've got someone helping you, so you're able to get carrion mucus, and I'll give you a handout for that poison. This is what it does. It's carrion crawler mucus is a contact poison, and it's so yeah, it goes on a weapon basically, or you can like wipe it on something, like put it on the rungs of a ladder. And if you come into contact with it, you make a Constitution save. On a failure, you're poisoned for 1 minute, and while you're poisoned, you're paralyzed. You can repeat the save at the end of your turn.
I'll hand it off to Yowzo.
Give you a handout for that one.
Where do you get the ideas of running up and down on a ladder?
Oh, just, you know.
Be suspicious of all ladders from here on out.
being creative, that's all. Just random.
It's quite nasty.
Completely
It's like,
random. You know, put it in someone's cereal.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was
Millhouse-
going to Home Alone.
You could, yeah, you
Which
could
do you
like,
want it?
yeah, it's contact. You put it in someone's cereal. So yeah, as you guys are eating here, Hugh comes up and offers you a bowl of cereal. Yazu, hungry?
Yeah, I'm a dwarf. I'm always hungry.
He doesn't. All right, so that's what crawler mucus does. And if you want to apply it to a weapon, it takes 1 action,
Okay, I'll do that now.
and yeah, it lasts until it's either washed off or you hit something with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it so yeah, contact poison can be smeared on an object, remains potent until it's touched or washed off.
So, if I use my claws and keep them like stuck out, and then I bit scratch guy, that is like sort of wiping it off.
If you put it on your claws and you're coming into contact with that, and you're poisoning yourself straight away.
So, long rest time.
Alright, so who's taking the poison? Anyone can use it.
Yazo has.
Okay.
I've got some. I think there's more, isn't there? Is it more than one person?
There's only one dose. There's only enough for one dose.
I mean, do you want it, James?
I'm alright. And plus, if I do poison, I'm stunned for a good minute, so you have a high tolerance of it, so you keep it.
Okay. And you put that on a weapon straight away?
Yeah.
Your rapier?
Yeah, I'll put it on. Yeah, my rapier.
Alright, so your next rapier attack, the poison will get used.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so note that, and that mucus is already consumed. Okay.
Yeah, I've done that.
You guys extract the poison, you cook the carrion crawler, and you set up a camp here. And anyone want to do anything to pass the time? Share anything from their backstory? Share any thoughts? Play any games?
Anybody bring your tool set? Game set?
No game set?
James.
Pull out some dice and some books and play like some sort of
Yes.
fantasy game. Pen and paper.
I have some dice. Who wants to play D&D?
Oh, well, now that we have time, they can explain to me what this mooch room is and what exactly does he have to deal with doing here.
I will spend time and fill you in on literally everything that's happened to Orion.
Yeah, presume that during this time, as you guys make camp, everyone you share tales and everyone can be up to speed with everything that's happened in the campaign thus far.
Yep.
Everyone take a long rest. You guys don't have any more trouble, no more encounters. You set up a watch, but yeah, this was just like a carrion crawler lair and they're dead, so there's no more trouble here.
Taking shield off.
Sure. Take a long rest. Get your spell slots back. Get back 3 hit dice. And the next day, if you prepare spells, you prepare different spells or keep the same ones. Actually, I don't think anyone even prepares spells here, do they?
I do.
Artificer does? Okay. And, yeah. Another day goes by.
Granted, I do not have a lot of options to choose from, but I do have to prepare them.
Okay. Alright, you're on day 70 now. And I think it's a good time to take a 10-minute break, actually. Take a bit of a break, and then when we come back, we'll continue on. I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, cool.
Later. So far, so good.
I'm guessing we lost Ragda.
No,
we
he's still
have
he's
them.
No,
not
I
in the dead section.
I actually gave Ragda to Dragon Bait, and then we got separated from Dragon Bait during the shipwreck. So they're somewhere.
Can you move him over to Dragon Bait if you got control of him?
No.
I just feel sorry for Ragda because Dragonbait doesn't talk. So we'll be yelling at him and he's just changing sense.
Yeah, but trying to imagine sleeping with ham next to your face. So he's definitely the bait for the dragon, smelling of ham and being called Dragon Bait.
Too bad he wasn't there for it.
Yeah, well, as long as they're right.
We're lucky we actually survived the dragon. Honestly.
Yeah, when you two went down the front, I thought, oh
Very
no.
lucky. That first hit of the dragon, that was terrible.
We just
Yeah, oh, I almost gone down and I was just like, well, shit.
our tactics weren't amazing.
Now I got hit by
Say that right now.
dragon breath, then I walked into a cart and got hit by dragon claw.
It wasn't really the tactics, it was just really bad luck because he went first.
Well, yeah, but think about this, right? So we bunch up in the beginning, and then we're surprised by the dragon. He gets first initiative. Great, that's fine. That's just a mistake. But then we all group up slightly around a corner, and then he flies around, and hits us all with dragon breath again. That was
Buddy.
where the bad tactics was.
But he
So because-
didn't hit us with Dragon Breath again.
But at least
only-
I got a couple of
I would like to note that I
before
was far enough
Jasmine
away.
fully went down.
Yeah, he hit me, Orion, and Jasmine with the Dragon's Breath the second time.
You humans should be clearing the way for us small ones to get through.
Humans. Do we have
Well,
humans?
I think I did.
No.
What's Solrak?
Elf, isn't he? Half elf?
And what's Bryn?
Sorry, what?
What's
Bryn's
your
an
race?
elf. What's it? You're a human though, aren't you?
I'm a shifter.
You're still a human.
I am were touched, sir.
No, you're not even you're a failed were. You can't even go full wolf. You just have constant performance issues.
That's not inaccurate.
You got a weird tail that comes out sometimes.
Yeah, man. All werewolves
Alright.
have tails like that. Come on.
They have a
Orion,
back in the front.
Orion, you should see if they make a pill for that.
I wonder if I could contract lycanthropy. Just to be a full werewolf.
Is that your dream, is it? It's one day.
Yeah. I think Orion's backstory is that he was in a clan of werewolves and they got like pretty aggro and he left. So like one of his parents or something is a werewolf. It wasn't passed to him.
But you should have been creative and you could have been bird person.
A bird person, an Aarakocra were creature.
I mean, you could be like werebirds and stuff.
There's no such thing as a were-bird. Come on.
Yeah, there is. It actually is in D&D.
No
Yeah,
way.
where
Yeah.
owlbear, isn't it? That would be an owlbear, isn't it?
No, there's like different like werebeasts you can be.
Yeah, I don't know if any of them fly though. That'd be super cool. I would love that.
I know there's the cheetah people and the lion people.
There's like jackal wares and all the different were creatures.
I thought owlbears were a form of lichen.
I mean, you were there in Curse of Strahd. There were those werebirds and that.
Silent Peak, you here?
Yes.
I was thinking about making a character whose background comes from the world that we destroyed last campaign. Where Tiamat won.
But the world was destroyed.
Well, there were 1,000 years of darkness. I don't know if she literally cracked it in half. I don't know.
I mean, unless you're diving into the multiverse, I don't think you can drag one across.
Wasn't Devon's character didn't he come from what's that other setting called? Where Warforged are from?
I thought Warforged were just, well, I don't know. I haven't really followed all the new expansions that much.
Yeah.
But I thought Warforged were just constructs against sentience or something.
I think they are, but they're also from this other D&D setting, and I think he's from another setting or something. He's like, oh, I just hopped in the astral plane and showed up one day.
Yeah. Well, who are you thinking of bringing in?
This is who I would have brought in. My name's Diff, and I had that all prepared because I fudged up the character sheet. James was almost too T for Seb.
But I mean, I might just drag us all in, I think you would fit it through. Just bring in the level 20 wizard.
Yeah.
You can even be...
Go ahead.
You can even be a werebore if you really felt like it.
Yeah.
But we'll see how James fares.
Yeah, we will. Just... Yeah. I'm hoping I can use those adamantite bars we found to make some armor.
That'd be cool. Don't they what does the adamantine armor do? Doesn't you can't be crit or something?
Yeah, crit hits don't work on me.
That'd be pretty dope. Petra might still be alive if she had that.
That would require feats and other things for her to wear armor.
Sure. That is my favorite death, by the way, of this campaign so far, is being eaten by a full T-Rex.
Well, I mean, honestly, your choices were being eaten by a T-Rex or falling from high place. So you didn't have a lot of options there to choose from.
Or falling from a high place into a T-Rex's mouth.
Yeah. Well, the one time that happened, Ragda survived it.
But yeah, burnt to a crisp wasn't very nice. But yeah, so what?
You could have tried a new character.
Okay, you guys have continued from the bottom of the shaft from Wormheart Mine to Hrakhamar. You've pretty much gone almost the whole entire 40 miles, and then the minecart has basically been destroyed. You've fallen short of Hrakhamar. You've made camp. You've cleared out the vermin that infest this little cave, and this is the next morning. There's still some leftover carrion crawler that you guys can feast on, and it does taste like chicken, and you're not gonna lie, it tastes pretty good to have a hot meal. It's actually been very tolerable in terms of temperature because you are underground. It's just like an ambient temperature the whole time. It's not too hot, not too humid, so it's even almost a little bit cool in the morning. And yeah, you guys are feeling pretty good. So here you are.
Hugh, do you know the way forward?
I've already been prospecting, and I've come up with a plan. We can try to quarry through these rocks, and he points to these cave-ins, or somehow get across this fissure. But either way, to get across this, we'll need like a bridge for sure.
Well, James and I could just climb across.
How far is the fissure?
It's about 20 feet.
So I'll just pop out my werewolf climbing claws and I'll just like climb on this wall across the fissure.
Okay.
I can do that. Millhouse, do you want to jump on my back while I do it?
What do I want to come across with you?
It's an easier way to come across. I can take a rope across, or I could just carry people across.
I mean, me, sure, but are you gonna really? You know, Ragda, so I don't think you can carry Solrak across.
That's fair. How about I'll take one end of a rope, and I'll just climb across, and then I can tie it or secure it somehow on the other end.
I can't really see anything over there to secure it to. It all looks pretty flat.
You got some pigeons?
Well, I was gonna say that, yeah. Just hammer something in.
Well, I don't think I have any. Does anybody else have some pittance?
Nope.
Guess
Are
they're
there
not in the containers pack, right?
I've got 50 days worth of rations for Kalendor and Petra.
Good. Then why do you have me eat the Karen Crawler?
He shrugs his
So-
shoulders.
So can we tie them to... I'm not sure if there's a stick here. Because it looks like there was holding at one point.
This is just like a buckled minecart track. It's just been like completely ripped apart from an earthquake or a sinkhole.
Does it seem to be possible to tie a rope there somewhere?
You could tie ropes from either side of the minecart track and then attempt to tight rope walk across. Or if you're not feeling so acrobatic, you could just try and army crawl across. You could. There are handholds and footholds. This is very rough. These walls is like sharp, jagged ledges. Plenty of things to grab onto. You could climb across. That would be an athletics check to climb across. If you have a climbing speed, you'll just be able to clear it straight away.
I do think somebody needs to carry Millhouse across. My arms are like noodles.
As you get across Orion, you take a look around. There's another cave. The ceiling is roughly 20 feet high. All the walls are jagged, very rough hewn, and you notice some spider webs, enormous spider webs, pockmarking a large alcove.
Fantastic.
Well, let's tie the ropes to these, I guess, the minecart tracks. They do seem secure right now, right?
Yeah, they're basically embedded into the ground, like they've been buried. Like, you know, they used to continue upwards this way, and they've been just like buried by detritus. So you can throw a rope over to the others, and they can tie a rope securely. That will be a intelligence sleight of hand check to tie that rope on either side.
Ooh, I got this. I'll tie the rope on this side.
Intelligence sleight of hand?
Yeah. An intelligence sleight of hand check.
I got it.
Alright. Once I think I can. No, I can't switch it.
What does that actually mean? I mean, I do have a pretty high
So-
sleight of hand, but I don't have much.
So
intelligence.
usually sleight of hand is a dexterity sleight of hand check, but this one will be an intelligence. So instead of using dexterity, use intelligence.
So 25.
25 on this side.
Okay.
So I could do the other one. I think I would have a +3. I don't know how to say that without a number.
It's already tied on your side. And James,
You know what?
What's your intelligence?
Are you asking me?
James,
Oh, James, sorry.
it's 10.
Intelligence is of 10.
Okay, so I'll take -2 off that.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot a firebolt down here just to see what kind of drop we're looking at.
Okay. Shoot a firebolt down there, and it's like 20 feet. It's not even that far. You can jump that. You can push Sonic off ledges higher than that.
Alright, well,
It's not going to be. It's not like a bottomless pit. It's not going to be very bad if you fall.
I'm just gonna crawl down, climb down this rope and climb up the other side on another rope.
Okay. Make an athletics check. It's not very hard to climb a rope. You did nod it as well, so you have advantage because like that 25 sleight of hand would have been you making it very easily climbable. All right, you get down.
And Sonic will just jump. Well, then he can't get back up.
How do you like spin and go like? Never mind. All right, when you're downhill, Millhouse, it's just full of bones of mammals, the past mills of the carrion crawlers.
It's like Star Wars. I'll do the tightrope thing then.
It's not. There's not a line secured across.
No.
No one trusts James's rope. Like it's literally just. It looks bad.
Alright, well.
So tied it.
Alright, so I'll call out to Ryan. Can you just
Yeah.
toss down a rope and hold on to it while I climb up?
I will just climb down and grab Millhouse and climb back up with him.
Well, I was going to tie the rope to Sonic so it could be pulled up.
I can grab him too on the next trip.
Alright, look.
He was going down this rope, and then he's gonna climb up the other side. He does it with one arm and says, "I can do it with one arm. What you waiting for?"
Look, Q. I know, but that's a very muscular arm. Alright, I don't even want to try to compete against that.
I will drop a rope for Millhouse. And I'll hold on to it.
I will also go across, going down by one rope and going up by the other one.
As you do that, the rope that James tied just basically falls off. It's like it's not even secure. It just like falls off onto the ground.
That sleight of hand was to tie it around Sonic.
Okay, yeah, we've got a nice secure knot around Sonic, and yeah,
Now
Hugh will
climb
pull.
up.
Hugh will pull Sonic up with one arm. Ah! And you get up easily. The on this side, the rungs of the minecart track actually kind of almost make a little bit of a ladder.
Right, Yazo, your turn.
Mm-hmm. Like, are we still going down and up? All right. Okay.
Athletics check to get down. You have advantage because of Millhouse's awesome rope.
It's like the Mona Lisa of knots over there.
And don't forget that you won't be able to get that rope back.
Well, I'm gonna untie the rope most likely, and then just climb down. Physically climb down.
Okay.
How hard would that?
I want you to see if you can untie that rope.
It's not going to be that hard.
It's over there.
You can just... You might have to cut the rope, actually. That's a pretty damn good knot. Alright, Bryn, you'll need an athletics check to climb down and athletics to climb up. It is a 20-foot drop down there. Alright, you get down and you get back up easily. You're over the other side now. Alright, Soul Rack.
So I try to untie this rope first.
Alright, you'll need a sleight of hand check to try and untie it.
Yeah. There's a reason the ladies call me Magic Fingers, baby.
It's way too hard for you to untie. He's got this
No,
like some sort of super knot that like you've never even seen before.
I'm gonna cut it at the knot so it don't break the rope that much.
Can you cut the knot though? Make an athletics check. No, I'm joking. Yeah, you can cut the knot, and
I go reckless.
the knot is not infallible. All right, and athletics to climb down. You'll be basically rock climbing down, and then another athletics to get back up the other side.
Okay, so athletics 1.
You get down easily.
And can I climb up the...
Yeah, with your height, you can like jump up and reach the rungs of the ladder, like that's formed from the minecart track, and you can just climb up. You don't need another check.
So 20 advantage, I guess, because 26.
You don't need an ability check to get up the other side.
And I hand him back the rope.
Alright, the rope is like 2 foot shorter.
Alright, let's get moving. We got fire newts to kill and dwarves to save. Keep your eyes out for spiders.
Alright, this has been pretty much hewn out everywhere. All of this this cave. So there's relatively flat ground. There are some cracks in the dry dirt ground. There's no like stalactites or stalagmites anywhere. Up ahead, you can see more evidence of this minecart track that used to exist. Another massive sinkhole in the ground, and a tunnel leading further southeast. The minecart track is partly buried under the ground, under the dirt, and under the rock.
Alright, so given that the mine was up to the north, like northeast of us, I assume we want to go that direction in this cave.
Okay, I'll sneak ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, there's a little path here, but it looks like it will be single file though.
Let's go.
What a sneak.
Disregard that stealth check because you don't need to make one unless you're prompted to.
So difficult the rules of stealth.
Well, you need something to stealth up against. It's a contested ability check. Again, disregard the stealth check. If I'm not asking you for one, then don't make one. So disregard both those checks.
Before we get too much further, I'm going to shoot another firebolt down this pit.
Alright, you firebolt down this one, and it's a lot deeper. It's 50 feet deep. It's huge.
Hey, Millhouse, stay there for a sec, yeah?
Alright.
Can I crawl down like a little bit this edge just to see what's at the bottom?
You got dark vision? Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can just kind of look over the edge. Alright, down here, it's the same thing. There's like little bones everywhere. And they're like desiccated corpses of mammals. And some web, spider web.
Anything shiny down there?
You can't tell. You're looking in black and white. And in low light. Things don't shine without light.
I'll
See
let
a sword called Sting in there.
I'll let it torch and try to get a better look down there.
Okay. The light from the torch does not extend all the way down.
Is it 30 feet on a torch?
It's 40 feet. So you need
I'll climb down 20 feet and then see if I can see anything.
Alright, while you're doing that, Yazo and James, you guys both stealthing up here?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you guys move up and you see some more spiderweb pockmarking the walls. And again, more spiderweb pockmarking the walls. And Yazo, make a stealth check.
Of course.
Alright, you creep up silently, concealing yourself in the shadows. And you take a look around, you see more spider web. You see a side cave off to your right, and more of a mine track to the north. And James, make a stealth check as well, please. while we're waiting for that, we'll go back over to Orion. Alright, you climb down Orion, shine your torch around, and there's nothing shiny down here. It's just full, it's like littered with bones of small mammals and like some husks of like cocooned, desiccated corpses. And nothing that really catches your attention as valuable.
Okay.
So, Orion.
Yep.
Recently, I've made a bit of a breakthrough in my development of magical items.
Really?
I've managed to create a lantern of revealing. Do you reckon it's worth lighting it up while we're going through here?
Is there a limit on it?
6 hours per charge of oil.
This is a random hallway that has been a cave-in. I say save it.
I mean,
it's your call, but
yeah. I mean, I just have to refill it with a pint of oil once the 6 hours is out. It's not like it's expensive magical item.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, if you want to.
All right. Yep.
I don't expect anything super valuable down here.
You might as well. You never know. I
Sure.
mean, yeah. All right. I'll light it up.
Okay. Yeah, Ryan, you can make a nature check to see like what you might be dealing with. Spiders. What do you think just spiders?
Makes sense. Normal sized spiders.
You think normal sized spiders?
After watching, I have watched The Hobbit, so chances are this dwarven place might have a secret door somewhere.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Alright, let's go back over to Yarso and James. Okay, so you guys have crept up. There's a lot of spider webs everywhere. Like some of them just fully pockmarking little alcoves and spider web all over the ceiling, and a little side cave off to your right, and the minecart track continues vaguely to the north.
I'm going to gesture over to Bryn. So you want to come in, Bryn?
Okay.
Alright, when you say that, we're going to roll initiative because you just broken your stealth. You're still hidden though, James.
Using the thieves' tools, thieves can't.
That's still saying something.
No, he got some hand boning.
You said
It only really works if the other person knows thieves can't.
Yeah, you said that you...
I'm sure Bryn can fake stuff.
Alright, so alright, you're still hidden, James, but yeah, talking breaks stealth. So when you call out to Bryn, the stealth is broken. And this place is full of spiders that are not regular sized spiders. They're giant spiders. They're everywhere. They're all
right
hidden.
in front of me.
No, they're not. You did not see them at all. Your passive perception is currently 6.
And what about James? James is a cat.
James's passive perception is 10. Their stealth check is way higher than your passive perception. So that means everyone is surprised.
I can't tell what Sonic can't be surprised actually, so it doesn't matter. He's not surprised.
Okay.
The most valuable member of the party.
So I'll just roll these spiders into initiative.
It's just not looking good for me.
Alright, so yeah, everyone is surprised unless your passive perception is 24 or higher.
Jesus.
I have that, not.
Yeah, they rolled good on their stealth. Alright, so yeah, out of nowhere, Yarzo, a spider just emerges out of this webbing, kind of pushing through this pockmark in the wall. And it's no longer hidden now because it's come out to try and eat you. And it just tries to bite you. Oops. Try that again. It misses. Another one over here shoots web towards you, Yarzo. This guy tries to web you. And
Shield it. I'll have to shield that one.
you don't have a reaction because you're surprised.
Oh, I'll just take it in the face then.
Alright, the web hits you and you become restrained. It sticks you to the ground and to the wall. And another spider creeps in. It crawls along the wall and comes in to devour its prey, Yazo. And it hits. Make a constitution save, Yazo. You succeed the saving throw with a 12. More spiders start to crawl in. They crawl along the walls, along the ceiling, and one of them crawls above the other one. This one is 20 feet up. It's like on the ceiling. And it's going to shoot web over at Bryn. And it's at disadvantage because it's a long-range attack. The web flies by you and sticks into the wall. And more spiders start emerging. One of them comes up from behind you guys, climbing along this wall. It's up near the ceiling though, 20 feet. Comes up behind Hugh and Orion. And I think the other spider's just going to dash. They're going to stay on the ceiling and just dash up. And they are 20 feet above you guys. So you'll see the little web icon with a number 2. They are the ones that are on the ceiling. Alright, that's it for the spiders. James, you're surprised. Yazo surprised. Everyone is surprised. Except for Metaru Soniku.
Alright, he can't do anything, but he can dash over. No, he can't even dash. He can go there and dodge. That's what he can do.
Okay. Yeah, it runs forward and runs up and dodges. Alright, Bryn, you're up.
I think I would like to shoot one of the spiders. The one that is closest, I think this one. Do nicely.
Or massive AoE.
So you're
Yeah.
looking up 20 feet above about where Metro is and shooting that one, are you?
Yep, we said that one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
It's a mess. You end up
That's
hitting
a
the
shame.
ceiling.
I think I would want to make some room for others to get through, so I'll step back a bit. And that's it.
Alright.
I will rage bonus action and grow my super immersive werewolf tail. And then I will climb up on the walls to the ceiling to this spider here.
Okay. Now you just kind of leap, cling onto the wall, leap again, climb up again. Your climbing speed, is it equal? It's equal to your walking speed?
Yeah.
Okay. That cost you 20 feet.
I'd actually like to be here, if that's okay, 10 feet away from it, because my tail has reach.
Sure.
And I'll recklessly attack with the tail against that spider.
It hits. The tail thumps into the spider's side, breaks off a couple of legs. And another hit, you break off a couple more legs. That spider's pretty beaten and bruised now. It's the spider's turns. Right, we'll start off with the one that you just attacked, Orion. It just crawls up to you and it leaps on you, it screeches, and it lunges trying to bite you with its mandibles. And it hits. Make a constitution save.
You got it.
I think last time when I rolled I didn't do the damage for Yazo, did I? Yazo, you take some damage too. Alright, Yazo, you
From
take...
the web?
From the spider bite. Sorry. So Yazo, you would have taken actually 14 points of damage. And Orion, you take 19. Sorry, you succeed saving throw. You take 12 points of damage with your resistance to piercing.
12, sorry?
Yeah, 12 points.
Okay.
Alright, this spider is going to shoot web at Mataru Sonical. And it misses. This spider tries to bite Sanic. Disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Let's ignore that.
It misses.
Ready to go with that deflect attack.
Yeah. Well, against Seb, I gotta be quick, okay? He's going to attack, then the roll happens.
These are going to hit Yazo. These two spiders. They're going to try and bite him. Miss. And a hit. Make a con save against poison, Yazo.
Okay.
Another one's going to crawl down here as well and try to bite you. Alright, you succeed the saving throw. You take 5 piercing and 3 poison. And then third spider tries to bite you. It hits. Alright, Mataru Sonic gives it disadvantage, but it still hits. And yeah, you'll need another con save, Yazo. You succeed again, and you take 9 damage. 7 piercing, 2 poison. 9 points. And this other spider is going to, it's quite congested here. It's going to climb up to the ceiling, and it's going to start crawling along here, 20 feet in the air. And let me just check for its web. Okay. That's it for the spiders. 7 giant spiders in total. Alright, James, you're actually still remarkably hidden because you haven't moved. You're just blending into the ground. So none of the spiders are actually aware that you're there yet. And as long as you don't move, you can actually attack with advantage if you like on any of these spiders if you're hidden.
Yeah, I'll take a couple of eldritch shots at the one in front of me that isn't climbing.
Okay, your first shot will be advantage because it's advantage. And then alright, you hit. You're no longer hidden. Now if you shoot again, you'll actually be disadvantaged because you're within melee reach. 8 force damage. Pff, it slams into the spider and cuts a hole through it. And you let another beam rip, and that hits. Pff, another beam flies out of your hand, smashes into the spider, and rips off a couple of legs. It's looking bloodied now. Yazo.
Can I break free?
If you want to get out of the web, you can try and break free with a strength check as an action, or you can attack the web.
I'll attack the web then.
Okay, you are at disadvantage because you're restrained. That hits.
Can I use the splash damage on a spider?
The green flame blade, it's only for creatures. It doesn't work on things that aren't creatures, like a web. So your cantrip will fail. All you'll do is stab the web.
The big question is the web now paralyzed?
The web. Alright, the web, yeah. The contact poison is now basically rubbed off on the web.
Just open the web.
Yeah. You manage to, you basically have to break and slice because it's a piercing weapon. You do manage to free the web, but the poison gets rubbed off in the process.
Why do they make this box so small?
You can
Okay.
make it bigger actually if you there's a little thing you can drag.
Oh
open.
yeah, cool.
Alright, you're free from the webbing now.
Okay, so that's my action, yeah?
Yeah, attacking.
So
You took the
so disengage. And I go here. And that's it.
Hugh runs in. Ah! He takes a dash action and just runs straight into the fray. Battle axe in the air. Solrak.
Okay, so let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20.
This one's on the ceiling. So this one, and this one, you would have to jump if you wanted to attack them. Which you should be able to do it easily.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to jump. I'm gonna try to jump and hit him.
Okay. Yeah, it costs you 5 feet of movement to jump up and attack.
And that will miss.
Miss.
Can I try to jump again? That was 5, 10, 15.
Yep.
That was 20, so I still have movement.
Yep, still got 15 feet. Yeah, it's a 5-foot jump, so you just take that off your movement speed. You jump up again and swing, and you just fall short of the spider.
So I took off 10 from the 15, so I have 5 feet left. I will, yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Millhouse.
Millhouse will move over here and he'll chuck a firebolt at that one.
It's a miss. The spider just goes flat against the wall and dodges.
And he'll move up here. That's it. Sonic will attack that one.
He starts to spin. And he spins straight through the spider, almost destroying it. Legs and spider blood go everywhere.
Rings.
Sonic will move there.
Bryn.
Yeah, I wanna put a cloud of daggers somewhere. I think up on the ceiling. Would there be a place I could put it that the spiders would have to come through to get to this side? Because I think it's like somewhere over here maybe.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
only
there's a
10
full
feet
breadth
wide
from there,
there,
right?
so they would have to, I mean, they could, if they're climbing on the ceiling, then yeah, they'd have to go down and land on the ground.
We could maybe put it here so it's already in the area of one of the spiders.
Okay. Oops, that is the wrong spell. That is a cloud kill. Wrong cloud. There we go.
Right, yeah, I'll put it there. And I'll do it at 3rd level to do as much damage as possible.
Alright, it'll take 15 slashing damage at the start of its turn.
Right.
This blades are just hacking into it.
Yeah, and I want to inspire Millhouse because he's close. And that ends my turn.
Alright.
I'll take a reckless attack on this spider in front of me.
That's a hit. As Millhouse tries to steal your kill, Millhouse terribly misses, and Orion, you go in for the glory kill, jam the werewolf tail straight into the spider's mouth, bursts out the back of its head, and it falls onto the ground dead. Millhouse does not manage to steal your kill.
Fantastic. I'll continue to crawl along the ceiling. 20.
You crawl over the top of Millhouse, the kill stealer.
And I'll move up to, right here instead, and I'll make an attack against that spider.
And that's a good hit. That tail basically impales the spider, and those whirling blades are going to finish it off.
Fantastic.
And that's exactly what happened. It just gets blended. Spiders sprays everywhere.
Nice.
Nice combo.
Yeah.
This spider shoots web after Yazo as he tries to escape. And it hits.
God damn
and
it.
sticks you to the wall. This one goes in to try and eat you, Yazo. And it hits.
I wasn't quick enough. No.
Well, you would have wasted it anyway. Because he's restrained.
Yeah, I know, but still,
Con
I would
save.
have done it.
Con save.
Who
Oh.
Yazo. And it's still a success. Don't forget you got advantage on all these saves. Dwarven
But
resilience.
11's the lowest I've got so far.
That's still a success. So you take 6 piercing and 1 poison. So 7 points of damage. This one is going to try and attack James. At disadvantage. And it misses. This spider shoots web at Hugh. Shoots down. Sticks Hugh to the ground. And then this spider crawls down to try and devour its prey. Being Hugh. It jumps on Hugh. It hisses. Poison sprays everywhere. It bites into Hugh. He screams out bloody murder. And he's not really that bothered actually. It barely hurts him at all. James.
Yeah, just wiping the blood from where Sonico ripped a hole from, and with a bit of a devilish smirk at the one in front of me, depending on how much it's left, I'll do the one Eldritch Blast shot at him, and then, yeah, we'll go from there.
Alright, you're at disadvantage. You point your hand at the spider and you just shoot it straight in the face. That is a hit. And it just blows its head away. That spider is dead.
And then I'll go to the one that's on top of you for the last one.
And 15 is a hit. You break away one of its 8 legs. It's looking a little bit injured. Yazo.
So I'll try and break free again.
That's a hit. I cut through the webbing and you're free again.
Okay. So I'll dash. No, disengage actually. Disengage. Does Sonic take up a space?
He does.
Sonic. So can I at least go through here? Yeah. So that's 10.
Yeah, he takes up all of
15.
Green Hill Zone.
2. I think that's as far as I can get.
This
Well, I
spider's
mean,
on the
This spider's
ceiling.
on the ceiling.
Yeah, you could have just walked under this spider from your square.
Okay, well, I'll
This
do
is
that.
your
then.
this is
I'll
your
walk
rogue, ladies and gentlemen. This is the guy who's going to find all the traps and prevent you from certain death.
I've taken all the hits. I'm a dwarven rogue.
Next time, don't talk while you're stealthing.
So I'm going this way. Is this
Well,
a cloud of bloody daggers?
In his defense, it looked clear. The spiders are really well hidden. Yeah, that's
That's-
on
Is that a
the...
cloud of? Is that a cloud
up.
of daggers? Yeah.
That
It's
should be
on-
up on the roof.
Yazo successfully identifies the trap as a cloud of daggers.
Right.
Right. I think this is as far as I can go.
Alright, Hugh doesn't care that he's caught up in the web. He just recklessly attacks the spider anyway. Ah! Screaming out the top of his lungs. He hacks into it for 9 damage. One-handed, of course. Solrak.
Okay, so let's see, 5, 10. I'm gonna smack this spider.
It's a miss. The spider jumps back out of the reach.
I'm gonna swing at it again. And
That is a hit. I get a bit of momentum with this wall, and then just poof, bring it down onto the spider's head and squash it. Its legs curl up underneath, and it turns into this big ball of mass.
Okay, so that was 10. I'm going to use my bonus action to jump and attack that spider.
That's a hit. Alright, you leap up and poof, slam into its side. It's looking a bit damaged now.
Okay, so 20, 25, 30. And that's where I'll end.
Millhouse.
Move there. Should have firebolt at that one on the roof.
It's a hit. The spider's scorched. It's very badly injured. One of his flaming legs just kind of falls off onto the ground.
And Sonic will move up and he will attack this one.
It's a mess. Bryn.
I will take out my crossbow and fire on that one. Not much else I can do.
Hit.
Cool.
And you kill it. You put a bolt straight into its face. It drops from the ceiling, poof, lands onto the ground dead.
Cool. I'll move up a bit because everyone's further away, so I'll go here. And that ends my turn.
Alright.
I will crawl along the ceiling here. My tail is at 10-foot reach, and could I reach it from the ceiling?
You need to go like down one square, so you need to be 15 feet. Oh, actually, no, yeah, they're big, so yeah, you can actually.
Okay.
They are 2 squares.
Then I'll recklessly attack that spider from the ceiling.
Just, I wonder how everyone's reacting seeing Orion just crawling along the ceiling like this with his long tail, just whipping it around.
Is that another spider? Oh no!
Break off a couple of legs. And you hit again. The tail punctures the spider through the back. It's bloodied. This spider, not really interested in Metaru Soniku. It's more interested in something a bit tastier. So it's gonna crawl up, provoking from Sanic. It's gonna go up 20 feet onto the ceiling. Sanic does break off a big chunk of it, but it jumps on Orion and tries to bite him. And that's a miss. Oh no, you're reckless, so that hits. I'm gonna need a con save. And you take 9 damage. No, you take 6 damage, sorry. You have resistance to piercing. Alright, this spider actually backs up away from James, so you got an opportunity attack. Still within your reach, Orion. You got a 10-foot reach.
Sorry.
It's still within your reach.
My bad.
Alright, James, you take a swing of the dagger, but you fall short. And the spider's intention is to try and stick you to the ceiling there, Orion. Shoots web at you. And it misses you.
Well, I'm reckless. That might... Oh, that's 17. Yeah, you're right.
17. It's still a miss. And the spider's in the turn there.
Well, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this one.
Alright, no disadvantage this time. You're not within 5 feet of a spider. That's a hit. And that spider's almost dead. That beam cut straight through it. It's quivering. You fire another one, but it just kind of poofs. Spell's disrupted. Yazo.
Alright.
This one is 20 feet in the air.
So the one that's hurt, I'll do a Toll of the Dead.
Okay.
Bet if I didn't do that.
It's dead. It just curls straight up. Body withers and curls up into a desiccated corpse.
I'll stick my finger up at the other one on the ceiling.
It gives you 8 fingers back. He keeps on screaming, "Ah!" And he's just swinging his battle axe around, this time through the web, and whoosh, frees himself. And then he just keeps on screaming, and he just runs over here, under the spider, I guess. Trying to jump up towards it, cursing it, waving his axe around. Solrak.
So would this be considered the wall, or would I be able to stand there?
You can stand there. The walls are like, kind of, it's more a bit isometric, those walls, so yeah. There's an empty space.
So I will go there and jump to try to hit it.
It's a narrow miss.
Gonna jump again to try to hit it.
And it's a hit. Right, the maul smashes into the spider and it's almost dead. It's like barely hanging on, badly bruised and beaten.
5, 10, 15, 20, so I have 20 movement left. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Millhouse.
Firebolt.
And that's a hit. The spider just falls off the ceiling in a flaming mess. Slams onto the ground, dead. He keeps on screaming and keeps on attacking it.
So that hurt enough to kill an elf.
Everyone else okay?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm still right as rain.
So who's the cleric of the party now?
Whoever has the health potion, I guess.
Right. Well, I have some healing. Should
Should we use a health potion? Hang on.
Don't forget, you
Use a health potion.
can also heal with a short rest. Think about
Right.
the need to survive.
Should we do a short rest then?
I mean, we just had a long rest 2 seconds ago, dude.
Yeah, just stay towards the back.
What about the potion? The big potion that nobody wanted.
Well, don't use it now.
I could heal
Just
you.
go- Yes, please. Anyone that's nice.
I'll cast a healing word at level 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I guess that's 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm going to use my other healing potion that I hit because I used one to save somebody's life. So I'll use my other one on
And
myself.
now he pulls out the healing potion.
I had to use one of these bad
Yeah.
boys. Is it 2d4 plus?
2.
Us too.
I'll get my bolts out of the spiders.
Yeah, you can recover half of what you shot. Just kind of estimate.
There's some
I have
bodies and
extra
stuff over here.
bolts.
Can I search this chamber? Looks like there's some bodies. See if there's anything interesting.
Yeah, there is a cocoon body here. Kind of a small-sized creature wrapped in webbing, embedded into the middle of a large web.
I poke it.
It doesn't move.
Okay, I think we're good.
Pull it down and cut it open.
Okay, I'll get out a dagger and cut it down.
Okay. Cut it down and you cut it open. And it's like a lizard creature with red skin. Like bright red skin. It looks like a yeah, some sort of like Komodo dragon type thing, like a dragon lizardy thing. Like not a dragon, but you know, a lizard. And yeah, it's a strange looking creature.
You, Millhouse, didn't you have a book that had a bunch of creatures in it? Can you tell what the hell this is?
I'll take a quick perusal of the book.
Alright, you flick through the book, looking at the pictures to see if you come across something, and you do indeed. You identify this as a fire newt.
So this is what we're going to be facing, fellas. Fire newts.
What do you know about him?
I will read out.
Whoa,
You
that
got-
looks super
you
cool.
got-
That looks a lot different to what I thought it was.
Yeah,
John Wayne.
I was
It looks a
picturing
lot
Hobo.
cooler. It looks a lot cooler.
He's hot.
It's pretty badly desiccated, this corpse. So, alright. Yeah, fire newts, they live in regions that contain hot springs, volcanic activity, similar hot and wet conditions. They're humanoid amphibians that live in a militaristic theocracy that reveres elemental fire in its worst incarnation. So they follow evil gods, elemental evil, basically. They need hot water they need hot water to live and breed, and they become sluggish mentally and physically if they are away from moist heat for more than a week. They delve for sources of heat in the earth, such as boiling mud and hot springs. Makes ideal places to settle, or a forge that a volcano has ripped through.
What's their favourite temperature?
Hot. Through excavation and mining in the area, they actually fashion living spaces and attain supplies of minerals for other uses. They are smelters and smithers, as well as alchemists. Their lair is usually a network of channels and sluices. They like to live with where hot liquid is, and that could be lava.
Does that mean they're intelligent?
Yeah, they're pretty intelligent. There's like a little scale on this book from like, well, not intelligent. They're more like resourceful. They're like they're survivalists. There's a little scale that's like, no, there's no ability scores. It's too meta. But no, yeah, they seem to be resourceful enough to know these like survival techniques. Their society and culture are based on the worship of Imix, who is the Prince of Evil Fire.
I didn't know fire could be good or evil.
I want to meet him.
Yeah,
He sounds
so
cool.
like
Meet him. I want to meet evil fire.
in the elemental plane of fire, there are like basically like evil kind of deities in the different elemental planes. So there's one of fire, one of air, and you can play Temple of Elemental Evil to learn more about that. Anyway, but yeah, they follow an evil god, and they like to smelt and smith. So, and there's another thing that you notice as well. There's another picture. They actually take mounts as well, known as giant striders, and they're kind of like they kind of look like dinosaurs, except they're sent from the elemental plane of fire to aid them.
Their god sends them interplanar creatures. That's awesome.
That's a very helpful god.
They're like bird-like and reptilian.
I wish my gods were that useful.
Seriously.
Does he have anything on him that looks like it's useful?
He's got a scimitar, and his armor is decent as well, actually. He's wearing a chain shirt. He has a shield strapped to his arm. Scimitar's just laying on the ground, like underneath his corpse.
Is it like a normal scimitar, or is it made of like something special from the plane of fire?
It's made of a black iron. Doesn't really look special. So it's well made. It's a scimitar.
Anybody want this scimitar or shield? It's made by I'm guessing them.
I'm
Ah,
good.
rubbish. It'll probably break.
You want to try to break it?
Pfft, I wouldn't waste my time with it.
Okay.
Let's keep moving. We got a mountain to save.
I can hear some noise up ahead. Sounds like kobolds.
Wah, wah.
Hey, Yazo, do you want to go sneak ahead?
Anybody speak dragon?
We got at least one person that does.
Nope.
Right?
I think that might have been Petra.
I know Petra, yeah, but I don't think. I think there was one more person. It might have been Jasmine.
For kobolds.
You casting comprehend languages? Someone?
Don't
Who was
kobolds
that?
know?
Was that Yazo? Or was that James?
I think that was James.
That was,
Yeah.
that was me.
It wasn't me.
Are you
It was-
casting that spell, James?
Yep.
Alright. They're saying
Yep, 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 yep. Help, 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 help.
You know, I vote we just ignore these guys. Continue on.
as you
Yeah.
move up, you see some kobolds stuck in web. They're all tangled up. There's 5 of them. And they're completely tangled up in this spider web.
Yep, yep, yep,
Oh,
yep,
they're
yep.
so cute.
Ah,
I mean,
help, 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 help.
to
I
be
say we
completely honest, I can't be bothered helping these guys. To be
I'll help
completely-
Wait, before you do that, mechanically, if I rage and I bite things, I heal. Would you guys think it'd be evil if I just like ate a kobold or two? Do you guys mind?
They're kind of just stuck there.
As long as you free them first, I won't mind.
Well, no, they're all restrained. This is like
Well-
a buffet.
Yeah, you would end their suffering, maybe.
Yeah.
I would just release them and let them go.
Look,
I want to eat.
look, I know you want to release them, but I
It
mean,
would
if
be at
anything, it's just going to give that dragon more forces when it comes back.
That's true. They stole the mine.
Dragon? Yes. Oh god,
They
big
might-
dragon.
We killed the dragon. Dragon dead.
Make a deception check, Millhouse.
We got this. Millhouse has got.
Oh
this.
yeah. Tinder's dead.
I just start showing off all the loot we got from the dragons.
The
Horde.
kobolds,
Look at all.
they stop yapping a little bit. Alright, you show some of the loot. And, you can tell that they believe it, but they still say,
You cannot kill a god.
Thank God that dragon wasn't a god.
The dragon is God. God come back. God gonna kill you. But if you get us out of this web,
and this guy's like upside down as he's talking to you.
then we're gonna tell dragon to let you live. But if you leave us here, we're gonna tell dragon to get you, and you're gonna get got. And when you got, you'll get gotten.
But why would the dragon want to listen to you?
I
Because
vote you eat.
we are little dragon. Me? I'm dragon's.
I
Son.
don't know.
Me are dragon's son.
I mean, I just saw some fire newts, and they look a lot more like a dragon than you guys do.
Come here. I bite your face.
Alright, and he says he wants to bite your face. Go show
actually
him how to
want-
bite.
Okay. I will rage and I will start grow my jaws and start eating one of the kobolds.
Okay, they like
I'm gonna-
defenseless. You can just.
He's eating me alive. Oh yes.
I don't want to let this continue.
Ah!
You know, I'm not going to stop it, but I'm definitely not going to be sitting there watching it happen.
You just He just says, he's just praying, "Oh, Moradin, help me shield my eyes from what I'm witnessing. Dumathoin, keep this secret that I witnessed this." And he can just eat them. They just scream. And surprisingly, these other kobolds stop yapping. And they just like pretend they're dead. They like poke their tongues out and look dead. But these guys are just ripped into pieces.
So mechanically, I heal 3 per bite.
Alright, well they're gonna die in 1 bite, so you'll get 6 healing.
Fantastic.
Can I see a deception check on those kobolds?
Sure. You want to see if they're really dead? No, house.
No, I want to see if Orion realizes they're alive. If they might have just had a heart attack from the shock.
No, it's okay. Orion's full. We can go.
I poked with one nail.
Alright. Make an investigation check, James. Given the fact that they were literally just yapping and alive like 5 seconds ago, it's implausible that they're dead, but they're actually doing a really good job of... they're doing their best job of playing dead.
Look, aneurysms can strike from nowhere with no warning.
And you miss, somehow.
Infuriating. I know you're alive.
They start screaming, "Ah!" And now they're doing a really good job of playing dead. You put them out of their misery.
I tried to be nice.
Yeah, right, Hrakhamar. It shouldn't be too far up here.
Can I Millhouse? Let's go.
Alright, off we go.
Alright, you follow this tunnel down and you follow it for about 100 more feet. It kind of wraps around northward, and then you start to see more intact minecart track. Let me take everyone's tokens and I'll move you guys into Hrakhamar. The first thing you notice is the heat. There is an intense heat washing over you, and it's uncomfortable, especially if you're in medium or heavy armor. You've gone from this nice ambient cave temperature, like sweltering heat.
What about mithril armor?
Mithril's fine. It's like super light. And that's my whole map just... Oh, my Roll20 just crashed, I think. Nope, it's just going slow.
So,
Alright, so you guys are down here. This is the minecart track. As you look forward... actually, let me just sec. 1 sec, guys. I think the advanced fog of war is on. Yes, that is lagging the hell out of my computer. Okay, I just turned that off. I'm surprised it even worked, actually. Usually when I put on the advanced fog of war, it just doesn't even work at all.
Aussie net.
My internet and my computer's really good. It's just Roll20 is really shit. It doesn't work.
What a shock. Have you guys heard of Fantasy Grounds by chance?
Well,
it's this new up-and-coming platform for online
both
D&D.
Discord and Roll20 took a dive yesterday when I was playing the game, so don't know what happened there.
Millhouse, we're not sponsored, man. Come on.
You're not sponsored, but I am.
Alright, so I'll describe this to you guys. So there's extreme heat here. If you're here for an hour, you're going to be making a con save against exhaustion. Disadvantage if you're in medium or heavy armor. It's just so hot. There is intense heat. You look all the way down to the end of this minecart track, and it's like illuminated because of lava. You can see these like bubbling glow from lava over here. It's fairly dark further on for most, except for our tabaxi friend James. James, you actually can see one of these giant striders at the end of the minecart track. They do not have a fire newt warrior on them, but there's like a little nest of them. The minecart track turns right and continues northward, and there are 2 side caves up ahead here. You can see some alcoves.
How high is the ceiling?
So, from this heat, I'm going to start taking off my scale mail.
Okay. Takes
Yeah, I say
medium armor.
just be
Scale?
careful. I say just be careful. I see something up ahead a good few feet.
Anyway, someone helps you take your armor off, Solrak. I think scale is heavy or medium. No,
I'll
medium.
help
Right?
It's medium.
Scale is medium.
It takes like 2 minutes to take off, so you can take that off really easily.
How high is the ceiling?
The tunnels are 10 feet high. And you can hear something. Like a whimpering coming from one of these 2 caves.
Is that Ryan?
It's a demonic sheep.
Let's check it out.
Right, my internet to the poo. I'm back.
I'll climb on the ceiling.
Okay.
How long does it take?
Spider.
How long does it take to take off scale mail?
2.5 minutes if someone helps you. 5 minutes to doff it.
All right.
You have to get the quick release one so you can just burst out of it, like He-Man.
There is
Well,
one
in
something like that actually. It's like yeah, there is an armor like that. Magic item.
Well, in 50 minutes, I'm going to take off my armor, and it's staying off. So let's get through this as quick as we can.
If you're wearing the armor for the majority of that, you're going to be making that check at disadvantage.
I'll
Okay, so
take
you
it off in.
25.
Yeah, I'll take it off in 25 minutes.
Can I help him take it off? I'll just help him take it off.
No, I'll just take it off now then, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm guessing that if you take off leather armor, it's just like taking off a shirt.
It's pretty quick. I think it's like a minute, like 30 seconds to take off light armor. Hugh's actually wearing hide as well, but he doesn't take off his armor.
Excuse me. I may be mistaken, but aren't we going to be fighting fire newts? Wouldn't it be best if you have a bit of armor in between your abdomen and the pointy end of their scimitars?
Well, it's quite hot, but I agree with you. I'll keep my armor on.
Quite hot! Ha!
I am no match for dwarven fortitude, right? You are a beast among us mortals. I cannot compare with you. Please stop trying to hold me to your standards.
Oh, well. If you put it that way, I mean, I can understand. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on you. Alright, I'll level with you. We don't even wear armor when we work in forges. It does get a bit hot.
And my abs are probably stronger than that hide that you're wearing.
Ditto.
Well, if you die, I know how to get myself a new set of strong armor.
Is everyone good to go? Are we all suitably naked?
Before we go,
Well, just say hypothetically, if I die, at least you got a nice floor log in your man cave.
But Hugh, before we continue on, I assume our main goal would be to get to the forge area, or at least where they store the weapons and such.
Aye.
Do you know the most direct path there?
Nay, I've never been here in my life. This is albino dwarf territory. We would mine the tin and the copper. We'd send it down the minecart track. They'd get it and turn it into iron and steel.
Right. Well, I guess straight ahead is as good as any path.
Let's do it.
Well, there's some whining, so let's check out what the hell is whining.
All right.
So,
First cave.
is that goat I hear?
There is an albino dwarf. He's tied. He's gagged. He's blindfolded. He has bleached white skin and these red tattoos, tribalistic tattoos all over his flesh. But he's just kind of tied up. His arms are tied behind his back. He's gagged. He's blindfolded, and he's not the one making the noise. He's just on the ground like that, and he's not moving.
Is he alive? I wanna. I'm just gonna check. Is he alive? I don't think he is.
You will have to, be within
You're
5
not
feet
now.
of him to check. So I guess that's appropriate because you're checking like through the wall when you can't see him. So
I didn't know. I thought he was like here or something. I didn't know this
it's around the
continued
corner.
around.
Yeah.
I'll drop
I found him.
All right. He. You go to inspect him, and you'll need to make a medicine check, Millhouse. Alright, Solrak, while that's happening, you just take the blindfold off, and he looks at you, and he blinks. His eyes are bloodshot, and he looks in bad shape. And Millhouse, at first you didn't actually even know if he was alive, but when he blinks, you can see that he is. But you can't really diagnose him though, like how bad off he is, if he's gonna make it or what. Alright, while that's happening, James and Yazo have moved up to the next cave, and there's another albino dwarf here. This one is Musharib. And he's not alone. He is with a majestic beast. This beast has curled horns, it has 4 legs, it has white tufts of fur, and an appetite for socks. This creature is the goat.
Our goat has returned to us.
I'm so happy.
These are good tidings.
Yeah.
It's tied up next to Hugh, next to Musharib. So Musharib is he's sitting on the floor, and his arms are tied behind his back, and the goat's leaning up against his back and tied in similar fashion. So back to back, tied together.
I say in Dwarvis, are you alright? My name is James.
He looks up at you and he says, water. I need the water. Please help me.
Alright. Assuming they both need water, I will get out the alchemy jug and pour some water out.
Okay, this guy is still bound and gagged.
I remove his gag and ask him what his name is.
He starts screaming and shuddering uncontrollably. Bah! Bah! Bah!
I'm gonna re-gag him.
No wonder he was gagged.
Alright, as that happens, you hear a bit of noise coming from the minecart track to the north.
Okay, so I can hear then. Can I try and untie these two?
And the sound kind of goes away. It sounds like some of those giant striders moving a bit. What was that, Yazo, sorry?
Can I try and untie them?
Sure. You can just cut their ropes, and they basically just fall over. Musharib just falls over on his side. And same with the goat. He's in bad shape.
Okay, that's that done then.
So, you guys found another guy?
Yeah, and they're great.
I'll use a cure wounds on Mushroom.
He was also shaking mushroom.
Buddy! Hey, snap out of it! Wake up! Hey, are you alright?
In Dwarvish. You cure Mushroom, and he does have like all of these like lesions on his face and sores and blisters, and looks like he's been beaten up a bit too. It does heal some of those injuries, but he is like on the brink of death.
So, what's wrong with your dwarf friend in the other room? He doesn't seem like he wants to stop screaming.
I need some water.
I'll give him some water.
He just like, you can see his lips are dried and cracked. His beard is like festering, and yeah, he looks severely dehydrated, and it helps him a little bit. But he can still barely talk.
Alright.
He just says one thing.
Moradin's gauntlet. The fire newts have it. Save it.
Before we do questioning, can somebody please go save that other dwarf before he kneels over and dies?
The thing is, if we take off the gag, he's gonna keep screaming now.
Or do a cure wounds on him. He's probably diseased or something.
Someone could make a medicine check to like assess them.
Where are these cure wounds coming from?
I can't use any more cure wounds.
Can I do it untrained?
Yeah.
I have no idea what's wrong with him.
They're just weak. They're being weak, Solrak. Maybe if you slap him real hard, he'll snap out of it.
Or kill him.
That's your barbarian
Maybe we
assessment.
should bring him here. And
Yeah, so you have a healing potion. Can't you go?
No, I used it on me, and the other one I used on somebody else.
No, I know you have two.
No, I used one. I had two. I used one on myself, and I used one last game. So there's no more healing potions on me.
The
I have
goat,
one.
the goat
Motion.
looks at you in disappointment as well, Millhouse. Oh no, it looks at Orion in disappointment actually. But Orion hasn't made any attempt to heal it, or even said hello.
Everybody's really cramped. Where's my goat, buddy? Everybody move. I will hug my goat.
Alright, so I guess that other dwarf is just gonna die.
No. Hug him.
I could do a healing word, but I don't think that helps a lot.
I can give him a pimp slap from heaven, and maybe that will help.
Well, it won't be red, so...
The goat's right. The fire newts are bad, and they must be stopped.
I see your friend is talking to goats.
Well, Hugh, could you stay here and watch the other dwarves and my goat buddy while we go take care of it?
I can. They have been badly beaten. The dehydration, the heat, they must be hallucinating.
And yeah, they can't even get up. Like, you have to like actually sit Mushroom back upright. Same with the goat.
I'll kneel down and say, all right, Mushroom, it's good to see you again. We're going to take care of this. Just stay here and let you take care of you.
What about the goat, though? I mean, it's roast over the goat.
Thank you.
I honestly don't think he should stay here because it's really hot. He should go deeper into where we were and cool off a bit.
That is a good call. Hugh, could you lead them back where we came a little bit?
I don't think they can walk. We might have to carry them back.
They couldn't even sit themselves up, let alone walk. They're like on the brink of death.
So let's go across this scary bridge.
How long would the walk be back where we came to where they wouldn't? It's not as hot.
Where the kobolds are? Oh, a couple 100 feet.
Oh, okay. I'll just pick him up then, throw him over my shoulder, and say, "Yeah, we gotta get these guys out of here."
Yeah, I help out as well.
Okay. You guys transport them back to that area. Hugh will watch over them.
Okay.
Hugh just says,
And if you don't come back, I'll be forced to eat the goat.
No.
I want you down here.
For survival.
You have fucking good kobolds over there.
Just leave it in the oven.
Wait, what if we just feed the kobolds to Mushrib? Won't that heal him, Orion? Isn't that how that works?
It's always worked
Right,
for me.
so-
Give it a try.
So right, just run across this bridge really fast.
Why?
It's
With
done.
lava.
alright. So, there's a cavern up ahead here. It's of molten magma, bubbling and flaming before you. The walls are lined with these gang trees that you can see, like over here, gang trees. And there's also like a crane as well. And there's just this immense crucible of scorched clay. There are huge chains stretching across the cavern as well, apparently to shuttle multi-ton buckets of ore across the lava. And then the heat, it is so hot. It's burning your eyes. It takes your breath away. It brings water to your eyes. It bakes your skin. And from where you stand, the only obvious way across is this narrow stone trestle built for rail carts. And there was this sound of rhythmic hammering coming from somewhere beyond this magma rift. But that sound has now ceased. The magma is 10 feet below the rail cart trestle.
They know we're here.
More than likely from that screaming.
Alright. Let's be careful. Everybody ready?
So we need to get on the other side.
Yeah, well, we could draw them out back here.
Or there was another track over here, maybe it leads around.
Either way, I'm good. Can somebody shoot, if we back up, can somebody shoot an arrow over here and see if we can draw them out a little bit? Maybe that'd work.
I could try.
Alright, back up, everybody.
It would be better not to attack them while we're still on the bridge, right?
Yes, but if we can get them on the bridge.
Alright.
That would, yeah.
As you guys are standing around here, I'll presume that because James is the only one that can see that far, James notices something. There's like just a single finite warrior, and it's just I'll just move you out, James, so you can actually see. It's just like tethering these giant striders to the wall, like they had like broken free or something, and it's just putting chaining them back up to the walls. And then that sound of that rhythmic hammering, it continues very noisily. Clang, clang, clang.
That's perfect. If they're tied up, then somebody stealthy could go for get a sneak attack on the guy while working.
Right over the bridge.
Well, don't stay on the bridge. Just sneak past the things that are tied up. I'm assuming James told us this. And then attack the guy, scout, do what you do. Don't speak when you're stealthing this time.
Someone want to come with me?
I'm not very stealthy. I can, but I'm
Come on
not.
then, you're coming. You're coming then.
I'm not as good.
We go together. I don't go on my own. It's not fair. It can't always be me.
I mean, you are the rogue.
Fine, I'll go then.
Just come back real quick.
I can't go with you. I'll probably give away your position. Is the thing.
I'm pretty sure you'd be okay. I think we've already given my position.
Yeah, I have some stealth I could come, but
So just keep on going.
okay.
Nobody's fun.
As you cross this track, it is very hot. You can feel the heat transferring through the stone in the metal minecart track. You you continue up, moving stealthily. And James, you can make a stealth check too. Yazo, you can make one now too, please.
Okay.
And up ahead, with your dark vision, you see a split in the minecart track. There's actually one curving around in this direction. And then these giant striders, these kind of bird dinosaur creatures. They're tethered to the wall. And their backs are kind of facing you. Like they're made to face the walls. And yeah, they just have like chains wrapped around their necks that are attached to pythons in the wall. They're all tethered. And
Okay, so
as soon as James makes that stealth check, I'll let you know if they've seen you or not.
so which is the one I'm supposed to be killing then?
Well, first let's see James's stealth check. And then we'll see if they've noticed you or not. If you're stealthing up, James, make a stealth check, please. If not, then you'll need to move back. Hello? Is he even here? Okay, I'm guessing he's not. He moved up and went AFK. Alright, I'll move him back. Okay, so it's just Yaza that's stealthing up. And
Okay.
they have not noticed you. You can hear that loud clanging. There's definitely some forging going on right around the corner here. It is really loud. And that very loud noise is, I mean, it is covering any noise that you're making. You creep up behind these giant striders, and they're just basically facing the wall. And they haven't noticed you. There's 6 of them in total. They're kind of just growling a little bit. Haven't noticed you at all. You can sneak right up behind them. The minecart track curves around to your right.
There was 6 of them. Well, how am I supposed to kill 6?
Oh, you talked. No, I'm joking. So, yeah, there's 6 of them here. They are tethered though, and they don't really have any slack. They can maybe go a few feet at most, like 1 square adjacent. Alright, you are probably not going to want to stand there, Yazo, because you're going to basically be like right out in the open from where you're standing there.
Right, so
You creep up, hugging the wall, and you move around the corner. And there's lava brightly illuminating this next chamber. It's a smelter. The hammering sound is really loud. And it's not coming from the chamber ahead. It's coming from further in. The enormous chamber is a working smelter. There's a rectangular pit in the center of the room filled with molten iron. And there are 6 devices of dwarven design and make. They're arranged around the pit and they're siphoning off the liquid metal, drawing out the impurities. There is a smaller pool in the corner. You notice it to be some sort of liquid metal. You can't really see too well. And then there are all these creatures that look like a mix of humanoid amphibians and elemental fire, tending to the machines. So far,
perfect.
They haven't noticed you, and there is about 8 of them. Plus some more working a forge ahead. So, over a dozen.
So on this dwarven machine, is there any buttons?
There's like levers, and it's kind of like a lever that you like kind of push up and push down, and it seems to channel forward this liquid metal.
Okay, so I need to go back and report what I've seen. A ton of things.
Sure.
Like,
or if you run in there and
just go in there and kill them? I don't think I can.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. You're like outnumbered 12 to 1.
And I'm on half health.
Alright, creep back past the giant striders. They don't notice you still. You feel that intense heat washing over you as you cross the magma.
say, oh, okay, I'll do. Come on, cowards, let's go. There's loads of them in there. You go first, barbarians.
Yeah. So, me and
you can
Orion.
then. Let's do it. Do you want to do this tactically at all? Do we want to ignore those rider things? I mean,
Well, if they're tied up, they're no real threat to us now.
did you get anything off of the? How many were there?
There's 6 at the top, and then I think there's another 6 or something.
There were
3 out of 3.
6 intelligent creatures.
No, you counted
the-
a dozen fire newt warriors and 6 of the striders.
So here's what we try to do. I don't really know. Do you think it's possible for us to get in between the striders and the warriors?
There's a giant smelter in the middle. So unless you want to eat that stuff.
So is there a way we can cut them off from getting to their mounts?
Yeah, you just block the thing that placed our peeking ground. You could put something in there.
Block the peeking ground?
Well, no, when you're always looking round at the top, you can block that bit, and then all the mounts are on the other side. Then.
So the striders are in one room, and the other thing, and the elemental things are in another room.
Yeah, they're in the smelty room.
All right. So Solrak, our job is to get in their face and make sure they don't get around us to their mounts. I think it'll be an easier fight if we do it that way.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
So let's stealth up there as best as we can.
If we can stealth up, that'd be great.
Okay, so the barbarians are going first. Orion and Solrak.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, move up. I'll let you know when you need to stealth. Keep in mind there is this very loud hammering. It's blocking out your sound. Pretty much when you get to this area, that's when you guys will need to make a stealth check. That's when you start to see the backs of the giant striders. And, oh, everyone who's moved up, make a stealth check. Everyone making it?
It's very strict on his stealth tricks.
Well, if you're stealthing, you need to make a stealth check. I wouldn't really call that strict.
Hey.
I think we're all good.
Oh my gosh.
Is anyone at disadvantage? Everyone took their armor off, right?
Yeah, we took our armor off.
Okay.
I got
Go
ready for one.
team.
And
then
who didn't make one?
It's fine.
You don't need to make one back there, Millhouse, if you're staying back there. You're not close enough to be detected.
I didn't want to ruin it, so I was staying back here.
Okay, yeah, you're fine there. Alright, so you guys have moved up, and the giant striders have not noticed you. Up ahead, there's 2 minecart tracks.
I'll turn to Yazo and without saying anything, point to this tunnel and kind of give a questioning look.
I don't know. I went to the top. I didn't see that one.
Okay, so if he's pointing to the top, I will start heading towards the top one.
All right.
And
Alright,
from
guys.
there, I actually see something.
Sneak by the strider, and yeah, you have to be very quiet, and you know, you're literally like 6-7 feet away from the backs of these things. Their tails could almost inadvertently hit you, but they haven't noticed you. And around the corner, you start to see some newt warriors. One of them is collecting chunks of ore from a minecart. Another one is hitting some pieces of metal with a hammer, and others are like chiseling things away or working these smelters.
So I will turn back to Orion and point to my eyes and then put up 4 fingers.
I'll nod, and then I'll mime pumping my muscles like I'm raging, and then thumbs up.
Okay, and we will start to, I'm going to try to get as close as possible, probably to the, I'm going to point to this wall, and point
Nod.
Orion to this wall, and start
nod.
heading that way.
Alright, you move up quickly, and you're right near the behind of one of these giant striders, and you can kind of stay near the walls. And these fire newt warriors, they're very involved in their tasks, and the chamber is very noisy, and Yeah, they're not really like, none of them have noticed you. You guys are, you know, you're staying near the walls, you're staying low to the ground. None of them have noticed you. Alright, Millhouse, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for the signal to attack, which I'm going to be assuming is loud noises.
How
Well,
close to... Go ahead, sorry.
You're not going to hear too many loud noises because of the hammering sound, but I'm sure you'll probably see something.
Well, yeah, that I'll see it too. Because without armor, I'll probably be sticking at range anyway.
So yeah, none of the fire newts have noticed you. None of the strides have noticed you. Yeah, they're meticulously working away, completely involved in their work.
If we attacked now, would we get a surprise round?
Yep, they are. They would be surprised they haven't noticed you guys.
Then I'll...
So I will
Go ahead.
point at
If
Orion.
you run out, if you like run out, then they'll see you.
So how would we get a surprise round out of this, mechanically?
Well,
Just
like-
you need to attack to.
Fire a
Oh,
weapon.
okay.
You need to attack to initiate combat. You need to do something
So-
that provokes a fight.
You got your javelins?
So I will point to Orion and then point to the bottom, and then I'll point to myself and I'll point to the top.
I'll give a thumbs up. I'll pull out a dagger and look around everybody, and I'll mime throwing it, and I'll like hold it through fingers like I'm going to count down.
I'll ready my crossbow.
Oh yeah, I'll go for a crossbow.
Okay, you're gonna stick to range
Already
attack.
a rich spot.
Oh, short bow.
Okay. And what are you doing, Millhouse?
I might be in range to fire a firebolt. Let me check. I'm just in range. So yeah, I'll just fire a firebolt once I see stuff going down.
Okay.
You're going to be firing a firebolt at our enemies? Called what now?
Well,
Grenade
I
of
mean,
fire.
I know they're made of fire, but my options are very limited. Standing all the way over here.
Alright, as you guys get into position, that's where we're gonna wrap up the session for today.
Sweet.
And then we'll start off next session with this fight. And everything will be surprised.
I'm astonished that we stealthed into position here.
Yeah. So would I?
We
would I
rolled
have
pretty.
ruined it? I just want to see.
We rolled pretty well actually for that stuff.
Yeah, we did. Oh, there's a crit, Millhouse. Oh, there's... Oh.
Yeah, no else could have stealthed with us.
And you would have got a 4.
He doesn't have armor on, so he doesn't have disadvantage.
Did he take it off?
Yeah, I took it off.
Okay, well. You ruined
Oh, well.
everything, Millhouse.
Damn it, Millhouse.
But you've got a solid plan.
Yeah. Very
Firebolting.
surprising.
Good change.
It is. It's a very solid plan.
I have a feeling they either have resistance or immunity to it.
Hey, it might even heal them. Think positively.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough.
Alright, Hugh's got the goat and the dwarves safe, and you guys are moving in to try and reclaim this forge as well. Help out the dwarves, and hopefully move on and get teleported to Omu with the red wizards. So, getting close. See you guys next week. Thanks a lot, everyone. Take
See you
care.
next week.
Cool.
See you next week.
Bye.